do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
All day. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Oh, man, we're live on a Wednesday. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. On the radio, on the Fanatic app. Good morning, everybody out there listening live. You can listen on demand. Go to the Fanatic app, wherever you find your podcast. We break it down by hour, so you can kind of sift through and say, hey, I want to listen to this part of the show. I want to listen to that part of the show. You can archive it. Like yesterday, we did the Delco Price is Right. Go check that out on YouTube. Good morning, everybody watching live on YouTube, all of our chatters. Make sure you subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic on YouTube for all of our great content. Good morning, to in for Ray Dunn.
Hey, Ray.
Dutsy. What's up, Duts?
Good morning, Johnny. How are we today?
Everybody sounds tired today.
I'm lagging a little bit.
You sound tired.
Yep.
I don't know why my voice continues to be going.
What? That's like day 5 with that raspy voice of yours. What are
Good
you
morning,
doing?
Sean.
You going home singing or something? Is that?
No, smoking. I started smoking.
Are you hosting karaoke the last 4 nights?
No,
What's going on?
I said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm just going to start smoking cigarettes again. What? Is there a difference in my voice now? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's. Oh, there's definitely a difference.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay.
There's fatigue. There's actually fatigue. I can feel the fatigue, but I'm not doing anything different. I'm literally not doing anything different, so I have no idea. I don't know why.
Oh.
Maybe my voice is changing, like Peter Brady's.
You going through it?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm going through puberty again.
Oh, since you did bring up tired, I'm not tired because once the lights go on, ready to go, crack the mics, we're on. But the wife went. I hate to be this guy. Wife went away. She had work meeting. Luckily, it was locally, so nothing too crazy. But they took her away last night. So I got the 2 kids, right? And it was just nonstop, John. It was just nonstop. It's like I'm hungry into this, and like they don't care that the World Cup is on. They don't care that the boys are broadcasting from behind the plate. They don't care about any of that nonsense.
Nope. No, your 1-year-old didn't get the memo. Kendall says, I don't care, Daddy.
3:00 in the morning, finally, I was able to get into the bed, but I'm ready to go, man. Yeah.
Well, you're always ready to go.
Guys are dragging.
I I firmly
misread
believe
the calculations.
I firmly believe the less sleep I get, the better I normally am on the air.
Gotcha.
And I've not been getting a lot of sleep. My body's exhausted today, but my mind is fresh, and it's great. All right, Phil's win last night. Like a fun game to watch. They got up early.
Yeah.
Luzardo was dealing. He had the no-hitter going until Gansey blew it for him. Can we hear it from the beginning? Actually, let's play it from the beginning. Let's play it.
Let's do it.
So, I mean, by the way, this is our guy, too.
I know.
Gansey's our guy, personal friend.
In a couple of different ways that I'm looking at this. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to go too in-depth on something that he just stumbled into.
All right, hit it.
But it hit me.
How's everything going your first couple of days?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad we're out to a 8-0 start right here.
We are.
First game, man.
No
First
hitter,
game
no
for this
hitter
guy.
still intact.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Luzardo's been, Mike.
So good.
Kruk.
Yeah.
With the perfect timing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
You knew it.
Right on cue.
All right. So, like I said, I don't want to go too in-depth, but the first thing that hit me was like, that's a little weird, man. I need my people to know. I need people to understand. You don't do that. You're a sports guy. You can't do that.
All right, so I firmly believe that Scott Fransky. I used to have this discussion. We used to have this discussion, and Fransky is firmly, hey man, it's my job to do the game.
Sure.
And on radio, because I feel like that you can have the best of both worlds without saying it's a no-hitter and maybe informing the audience. But it is your job to inform the audience. I'm not coming out and saying, oh, yeah, no-hitter. But he's also I don't know. I would feel like that you got to have a better instinct for what to do.
I also just picked this up. He said, what did he say? Not 8-0, 8-0? He said 8-0. All right, so
Doesn't sound like a baseball guy.
This is the other way to look at it. This is what we want from our guy that's taking over basketball. He doesn't know anything about any other sports. All he knows is hoop.
But he does. He said he's a 3-for-3 Cleveland sports fan, remember?
Did say that.
Now, is he Fugazi Cleveland fan in baseball? Maybe. I don't know, maybe that's his least favorite of the group. But, yeah, 8-0.
8-0.
It's like when someone says, yeah, it's 3-4, we lost. It's like, it's 4-3, not 3-4.
Yeah. It's these are the little things you pick up. Again, having some fun with it, but it did hit me last night like, oh, man, come on, you got to know better.
So it was the funniest thing because I heard it. I think I was listening more than watching. Because, in baseball, you're not glued to every single play.
Yeah.
So the TV was on, and I might have been, looking at my phone, and I heard it, and I looked up, and what was it, 3 seconds went by, and it's a crack in the back.
Unbelievable.
Let's time it from when he says it.
Yeah, run that back.
Literally 3 seconds. Kruk goes,
Oh, boy.
How's everything going your first couple of days?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad we're out to a 8-0 start right here.
We are.
First game, man.
No
First
hitter,
game
no
for this
hitter
guy.
still intact.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Luzardo's been,
There it was.
John.
Mike.
John,
Mike.
that wasn't that was a 0.3 of a second. That was, oh, boy, crack. Wow.
That's so funny.
It was perfect.
All right, so the question is, and we can get it going early on the text line, so we have some Phillies things to talk about. We can get it going early on the text line. Davis Honda text line of 610-632-0975. Name, location, occupation. We can't get the occupation thing going. People just, if you're just texting, don't just send a text. At least leave your name and location with it.
We need you involved in the show.
All right?
Let's go.
'Cause nothing makes me do an eye roll more than when Ray will be like, oh, texter from 215. No, not texter from 215. I need an identity.
Yeah.
Be a part of the show. Tell us who you are. You can use an alias if you want to. I don't care. Make a fake name.
Yeah.
But it sounds better than some texter.
We have people calling all the time, to give us fancy jobs that we know that they don't have.
Ray has an alias, he admitted. An alias that he uses with women, he said, which is
A little strange. a little out there. Yeah.
How about that?
A little out there, but that's Ray. That's Raymond.
610-632-0975. The voice memos with the text line we really like because that shows us more personality than just a regular text message. But all of it's available on the Davis Honda text line, and that's the phone line number, which you can call in and talk some Phillies with us. But I was at the Kevin Millwood no-hitter, and it was I believe, was it Father's Day? It was on a Sunday afternoon, and my late buddy, Scotty Balls, rest in peace, he had, it was day of. It's like, hey, you want to go down to the game? Oh, it was at the Vet. There was plenty of tickets available, believe me. And
Hell yeah.
so we go down. We're sitting in the outfield. Look at Ricky Leday made the catch of the day where back at the vet, you couldn't see what happened if a play happened at like the warning track, so you had to look over. So we couldn't see if Leday made the play. It was like in right center field. He made the catch, but it's the 7th inning, and Scotty's looking up at the scoreboard because I'm like you. I'm not mentioning that's a no-hitter. I didn't mention it. I'm not going to say, hey, they got a no-hitter. All right, another no-hitter. And Scott was a sports fan. He wasn't as big of a sports fan as me. And he's looking up at the scoreboard, and he's like looking over at me. He's like, hey. And I'm like, don't say it. He's like, it says they don't have any hits. Is this a no-hitter? And I'm like, oh, no, what are you doing? You can't mention it. He didn't realize it was a no-hitter through 7 innings.
Yeah. There's a lot of zeros on the board.
Yeah,
it didn't.
It didn't jinx it.
Yeah, look, like you said, Fransky, T-Mac, how they handle it, that's fine. But for our guy, Mike Gansey, come on, man. You can't just sit down and just the first thing that comes out of your mouth is literally, how about the no-hitter we're watching, boys? And oh, by the way, the guy is on the mound. Like if let's say the Marlins,
if they're hitting,
if the Marlins are if the Marlins are pitching, I could understand it, but Luzardo was on the bleeping mound and he
about
still
to
said
throw it.
I'm like, no.
So, and we can bust the stones about it the next time he comes on.
Definitely.
No, but like if you say, oh, we got a no-no going on.
Something interesting. Well,
Right? Can you say that?
I don't think so.
Where's the line? Dutsy, where's the line? Can you say it?
I would have said Luzardo looks good tonight.
Yeah,
That's what I would have said.
Keep it very
Keep it
generic.
vague. You put his name in there, but you can't put the no-hitter. I would just say Luzardo looks good tonight. Hopefully we can keep it rolling. But just don't put it out there.
I'll tell you what, we got ourselves a heck of a game, boys.
It seems like he's never heard that unwritten rule of don't mention the no-no.
That's my point. Like, it came back to me, like I said, digging way too deep into it. It hit me a couple different ways
No,
last
I want him
night.
out of here. Stop pretending. I want him out of here. He ruined a no-hitter we could have watched last night. Get him out of here. Gansey, you're gone.
What is when you think about all the superstition, all the dumb stuff in sports? Is there one that comes to your mind? For me, there's one.
All right, hold it.
Okay,
We'll put it on the text line. We'll revisit it later this hour.
it's a player. It was a player.
Sports superstitions.
Yeah, player superstitions are fun to get into, but one player had one superstition that he did.
All right.
And I it's always going to live with me forever.
Okay. All right. So, Andrew Painter, big win last night. We'll talk about it. Andrew Painter makes the start today. They wrap up the series against the Marlins. And I'll be very clear about this. If Andrew Painter has a bad start, you have to send them down to the minors. You had talked about a Phantom DL stint. IL stint. I'm all for that. I don't care. If Andrew Painter has a bad start today, you have to send him down to the minors. Enough is enough. You're going to hurt him long term. Unless you believe that him grinding through is actually going to lead to improvements. And by the middle of August, you're saying, damn, he's really come a long way. Man, he's really made improvements. Or because there's something to be said for struggling and fighting through adversity and then coming out on the other side of that. I just don't see that happening on the major league level this year. The stuff's flat. He's not getting swings and misses. And frankly, I think it gets better before it gets, it gets worse before it gets better. I don't see the improvement. So if you're going to damage this guy mentally going forward, then send him down to the minors. Some people would say, oh, well, you don't have anything better in the minors. You do. You're not killing your young pitcher that you want to be a part of your rotation for many years to come. So if that means that you have a guy that can only come up and give you 4 innings like Rangel, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But, man, bringing Painter up, if he gives up 5 or 6 runs today in 4 innings, he needs to be sent down to the minors. Enough is enough.
Well, no starter. Or no opener. Excuse me. I always get that wrong. No opener today. So it's just going to be Painter. And he had a good outing, decent outing, whatever. An outing against the Marlins earlier this year on May 2nd where he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings, career high, tying 7 strikeouts. So I guess you would say that's a good outing? Yeah, that's a good outing.
Yeah, I can't continue to see him going backwards and not making any progress. He's not making progress. Even the games where you look at the box score and you're like, he was okay, the stuff never tells you that he's good.
You think Don Mattingly agrees? Because he said the opposite. He said, you can look at however you want and say he gave up some runs, but for me, it's a step in the right direction after his last start against the Brewers.
Yeah, Don Mattingly is not going to he's not the one making the decision, nor should he be. That's the front office. That's everybody up there because this is bigger than Don Mattingly. This is the guy that you could have gotten big-time talent if you use as a trade piece. And we'll talk about the trades coming up. 610-632-0975. Is enough with Andrew Painter? Is this a make-or-break start as far as him being kept at the major leagues? We'll talk about that. Text line, phone line, 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks. Back after this.
Intelligent and honest.
I think it was the San Luquito piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out, they went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was rolling the. Some people interpret it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
With Lamar,
It's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned.
We on a war tour with Muhammad, my man, going each and every place with the mic in their hand. New York, NJ.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. John Marks, Sean Brace, Brandon Dutz. Who do we got? Negative Nate's on YouTube today. And who else do we have back there?
Shukri.
Shukri writes.
Yeah? I didn't see him.
What up? All right, good morning, everybody. Andrew Painter. Sean Brace, what would you do? Let me give you a sample line. He gives a Aaron Nola quality start. 4 2/3, 5 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 5 hits. What do you do? Because obviously, if he gives up 7 runs and 10 runs, they're going to send him down.
Yeah.
They can't just put him out there because they're going to keep putting him out there.
So I guess my question would be, what is the line, right? What's the line between, oh, that was a positive start, a good step in the right direction?
When was the last time we had one of them?
Tell me about it.
Even statistically,
he's 1-7 as far as win-loss record, 6.43. I know don't get caught up with the 1-7. I know that's not what we do in 2026. However, it still is glaring. When you see 1-7 as a win-loss record, it does hit you right in the gut, and then the 6.43 ERA.
All right, so against Cleveland, he went 6 1/3 and 2 runs. The biggest thing to me is not even looking at the box score and looking at his his numbers. It's just using my eyes. You look at the strikeouts. He's not getting many swings and misses. He's got velocity, but everything's flat. And I don't know. We talked to Todd Zlecki about it 2 days ago, and no one really knows other than you're kind of waiting for him to get that back. Sending him down the minors doesn't get his stuff back. Sending him down the minors, maybe you can work with mechanical stuff. Maybe you can work with, all right, you can work on certain pitches. Maybe you have to develop your secondary pitches better, which is obvious. Of course he has to develop that. He's still a young pitcher. But, man, if you're throwing a flat fastball that everybody's hitting, good luck. I know that they changed his arm angle. They were trying to change where the ball's coming out to create a little bit more movement on the ball so it's not as flat, it's not as straight when he's throwing the fastball. Well, that hasn't worked. So, but last start, 5 runs, 5 innings. Start before that, 6 runs, 4 2/3. Start before that, 3 1/3, 4 runs. Before that, you had 2, and before that, you had 2. So really, like, he had 2 quality starts a couple of starts ago. But even in those starts, you're kind of saying, like, all right, the ending line wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But he was able to wiggle out of some trouble.
Like I said, you know the starts that he's really struggled in, and that's when he gets tattooed, when they square it up, barrel the baseball, and those numbers are there for everybody to look at, and you could see it and make your own decision. For my money, that's where it comes down to, right? I look at the whether these guys are just jumping all over him. His off-speed pitches aren't really working for him too much. Fastball still has some giddy up. We know what he's capable of, but the home runs, he's given up a home run in his last 3 starts, 2, 2, and 1 against Milwaukee on Friday night, when he went up against the Miz, which was a tough spot. This is a team that he should have success against, right? The Marlins, it's not a good roster right now, not seeing the ball all that well. You're playing at home, and, of course, you are now on a 2-game winning streak here. So everything is in favor for him to have a productive start. However, this is kind of what I was saying the one time when he stepped up against the A's, and then he gave up those 3 long home runs early in the game. So I'm a little cautious, John. I don't know if we're going to see anything that's going to make you believe that not sending him down is the right step. I just don't see him going out there, shutting this lineup down, holding them to 2 or 3 runs. It doesn't seem like it's in Painter's cards right now.
Do you remember in spring training, by the end of spring training, I think, what were most people saying? That he's going to not even like a great rookie year. I know my expectations or what I was looking for was he stays the entire season in the big leagues, which means he doesn't get injured, and which means he's effective enough to where he's not being sent down.
Yep.
These numbers aren't reflective of being effective enough of not being sent down.
I do remember that conversation. I was like, man, that bar is low, and you're right. That was the right way to look at it.
And he hasn't even met those expectations.
Nope.
And honestly, if you look at what he did last year in AAA, he's the same pitcher, except he's now in the major league level, so the ERA is about a run more than it was last year. He's doing the same thing this year that he did last year. Not getting swings and misses, doesn't have command, is walking. Not that he walks a lot of batters, but still, when you're looking at as many walks as strikeouts, or nearly as much as that, well, that's not great.
No.
So I just, like, my expectations weren't oh, well, this guy's going to be a future ace, and by the end of the season, he's going to be maybe your 3rd best starter. Like, no, I just wanted him to get through the year and feel positive about him. I don't feel positive about him right now.
I know that this is focused on Painter, but Ricky said something yesterday on Unfiltered, and he was talking about Luzardo. And he did say, preface this by saying Luzardo was going to have a decent start against the Marlins yesterday, but Luzardo has not been good at home. And Ricky's big point was about, hey, man, you only have 2 starters come playoff time for a playoff rotation.
Right.
So now I'm bringing it to present day, and not so much Scooble, but should we not be focusing on the bat as much? Should there be a focus on the trade and finding another starter here that could potentially be someone you could look at that maybe could give a running for Luzardo? I don't think that's in the grand scheme of things.
I would be shocked that you're trading for a starting pitcher that's going to start over Luzardo.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know the contract.
I'm not like Luzardo can be hit or miss, right? But like last year against the Dodgers, now that was on the road. Well, at least out of relief. But, like, he's hit or miss. He's your 3rd starter. And it may not be good enough. I don't know.
He was damn good last night.
Yeah. Are they eventually going to trade for another starting pitcher because Painter's not good enough? Maybe. I mean, obviously.
Scooble.
Oh, my God.
Scooble.
You know Buster Olney was at it again, right?
No. With the Phillies and Scooble?
All right, so Dutsy and I were talking about this morning. Because he wrote – they had an article on the 12 GMs under the most pressure. Buster wrote this, under the most pressure in baseball heading up to the trade deadline. So Dombrowski makes the list. He should make the list. It's a team that should be winning a World Series, and it's on him.
Yep.
So he talks about paying a relatively high price for Duran. And now Dombrowski's professional peers are speculating about whether he might be the most apt executive to make another major play. Dombrowski has constructed dominant rotations in the past, and a big three in the postseason of Sanchez, Wheeler, and Skubal could look pretty good in October. So here's what I said to Dutz. Am I missing something here? Does he really have something, and he's just not throwing it against the wall? Because he keeps mentioning this thing with the Phillies and Skubal.
It is Buster only.
But also, is he unplugged to what actually is going on in Philadelphia? Because Nightingale could come out, and he's known to maybe throw some stuff against the wall, especially if Boris is involved. Or same thing with John Heyman. So when you see something from those guys, hey, like, not that they don't have information, but sometimes they're also like, all right, well, where are you getting that information from? Is that coming from Scott Boras? You know what I mean? So Dutz's best guess was that maybe Buster is definitely hearing, because Boris is putting it out there, because Skubal is a Boris client, that Boris is putting it out there. Look out for the Phillies. They may be involved. Because here's what I want to know. All right, let's keep an open mind to the Phillies wanting Skubal, and I think it's ridiculous, and they need a bat much more than they need Skubal. But how would they even get him? And how would it make sense? We're talking about who are you trading to get him? You're not trading Willie Green, a second-round draft pick, and
Willie
Jake. He would always be traded in every trade. Let's get this star player, Willie Green. We have a future first-round draft pick. But you're not going to get Skubal for J.P. Crawford and some other minor leaguer. Oh, well, we'll throw in some major leaguer that they don't want.
Sure.
They want young, controllable talent, or they want high prospects, big-time prospects. And right now, if you look at the Phillies team, let's look at their young players, not just their minor leaguers. Let's take a look at their young players. Let's start with Andrew Painter. Does Andrew Painter have the value that he did at the beginning of the season?
No.
He has less value.
Correct.
And I don't think he had, did he have a high value before the beginning of the season? More than he does now.
Yes.
All right.
No question.
J.P. Crawford. If you wanted to say, okay, J.P.'s not really, I'm not so sure about him. Does J.P. Crawford have a lot of value? Does he have more value now than he did at the beginning of the season? I'm not, and by the way, I am not telling you that Crawford can't turn himself into a decent player.
Correct. And you're talking about Justin Crawford, JP.
I do that all the time.
No, it happens. It happens. I said I said Matt Painter.
Justin Crawford.
Instead of
Matt Painter.
Instead of Andrew Painter. I said that.
All right, Crawford.
It's the guy who was in the bushes. Connor Story. Let's call him Connor Story. All right, regardless. Yeah, Justin Crawford. Look, Crawford is the guy that I would look at. Like, he's definitely a part of the move.
Same trade value? As valuable at the beginning of the season? Same. He hasn't appreciated.
Oh, right. Man. It's if it's anywhere, it's a step, I think, down.
A little bit. So you have Painter, you have Crawford. Now look at their top prospect, Aiden Miller. Aiden Miller hasn't played a game this year, and he had back surgery. So even if you believe that he's going to be fine, if you're another team, are you saying, yep, that's the guy I want right there, over other top prospects? No.
Hell no.
And then you have Gage Wood, who I'm a big fan of Gage Wood. And then you have a 17-year-old Renneria, who I don't want to trade, that you would absolutely positively have. But I don't think you have the players in your system, major league or minor league, to make a trade happen unless you're including everybody. And even then, there's other organizations that are going to have a better chance at Skubal because they have it. Now, that's just do you actually have the prospects to do it?
That's just the dollars and cents angle of this thing.
Right.
We're talking about the number one target at the trade deadline as far as potential game change. It's Skubal and then everybody else.
Right. And then so now you're trading everything in your system, maybe players that are in the major leagues right now, and he's a rental. So you're not even getting him under contract for even next year. He's a strict rental.
That's true.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
The only thing that I'm throwing into the equation is the fact that there's going to be no season next year. And if these guys continue to get older, so now you have to, again, you don't have the horses to get Skubal. I'm not sitting here saying that at all.
Well, if you trade everybody, you might.
It's going to take that.
If you traded your top three prospects and one of the major league guys, you can get them.
But you have to believe, like, the Braves are going to do that.
I don't think they're going to do that, though.
Yeah, I don't think the Phillies would do that, but I think the Yankees would do that. The Dodgers, who knows what they have. I think the Braves would do that. I think a lot of these teams would say, you know what? The same thing we're saying. There's no season next year. Our guys are going to be a year older. Let's attack
Are you
now.
better with a Bader type and then keeping those prospects, or having a Skubal, Wheeler, Sanchez, Luzardo rotation?
Well, that's an easy one. It's Skubal.
Is it?
Yes. To compete this year for a World Series, the only way you are getting past or advancing in a round, I'm not even bringing up the Dodgers, is if this starting rotation performs like at the highest level. All three of those starters.
I'd rather trade everything for an impact bat that you have going forward. It's not even close.
Buxton? Is that the guy?
Buxton. Yeah. Dutsy?
I'm with you there. But my biggest concern, you could say about Skubal all you want, but I feel like it would go how it's gone the past couple of years with this starting rotation, meaning Sanchez gives you 6 or 7, Wheeler gives you 6 or 7, and the bullpen comes in and they blow it. So the bullpen's my biggest concern, but you need an impact bat. You get Skubal, that's great. If he gives you 7 innings, but you don't have a guy in the 8th inning who can get it done, that's a problem, because it doesn't matter what Skubal gave you because you blew the game.
And if you want to lose a 3-1 game,
just like in years past with Sanchez, he was good against the Dodgers. Strom blows it. With Wheeler against the Mets, Strom blows it again. Obviously, Strom isn't here anymore, but that's still a factor.
the issue's never been the starting pitching of this team.
It was
in the
bullpen
playoffs. It's
hitting.
been the bullpen and hitting.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years in a row do we have to do that? And they're not fixing it. Now, they threw a lot of money at the bullpen this offseason. Now, Keller is on the IL, and Alvarado's been bad. So the guys that they've signed, it hasn't worked out. Alvarado's making a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not good. Keller, it looked like he was going to be getting a little bit better. He hasn't been good. And, Duran's excellent. That was a good trade. You got your closer.
Looking at the top 100 guys that are available via trade, Mickey Moniak. Come on down.
He's crushing it in Colorado right now. He's on the injured list, but he was crushing it out
figure.
there in Coors.
He's 32 on this list out of top 100. I believe Buster only did put this list together, too, so that's why I clicked on it. Again, I look at Skubal just having the top teams attacking for him, whether it's the Blue Jays, the Dodgers. Heck, the Rays were talked about being involved in that Ohtani move, I think it was. It was somebody really big.
Yeah, it was
With
the Rays.
Caminero,
So
they
you
would've
never
offered
know.
him, yeah.
This could be an opportunity for the Rays to say, you know what? It's a rental. We got to do what we got to do. We understand what we're up against. This year, we're damn good. Let's bring him in.
I get your point, but we all kind of know how the Rays are. They go for the low end guys, and they with their pitching lab, they say, all right, we can develop him into what, and they'll get it going. Just like in the offseason, they signed Nick Martinez and Steven Matz, 2 guys who are top tier.
I also saw 30% chance that Buxton has moved this year. So there was some percentages put. It was like 90 something.
Honestly, and I've seen a lot of people say you got to go in because the window's closing. You got to go all in. I don't disagree. I just don't know if there's a player that you go all in for. And again, you're trading your farm system. You don't have players behind these top guys. And unfortunately,
That's good. That's not good.
if you were to move on from Crawford, I think you're selling low. If you're to move on from Miller, you're selling low.
Yep.
I'd rather bring up Gage Wood and have him be your 5th starter and then target a bat. Unfortunately, Phillies fans, they just may not be good enough.
What you see is what you get.
You hope you get hot at the right time. The additions that you make in the offense is going to be good. A lot of hoping.
Yes, a lot of
With this
hoping and wishing and just more of the same. Because I saw Connor. Connor put out a tweet earlier today, this morning, and I retweeted it, and it was a positive tweet about the Phillies. And, the first 2 reactions right to it was like, dude, it's the same stuff every year. It's like, what do you want? It's June. They're playing good ball. They've turned it around. They're 7-8 games above 500 when this season was a disaster. There's a lot to like, but there's levels to this, as I often say. This is not a World Series caliber baseball team. It just isn't. It's not a lineup. It's not a World Series caliber lineup at this point in time. Not in my opinion. I think that rotation, if you hit on all 3 of those guys,
Man, you go 1-2. Give me a better 1-2 punch.
correct.
Dutz, you're more of an you watch the entire league. Is there
Always
a
have
better
the best one.
Is there best
Although-
1-2 punch?
Although I would say it's Ohtani and Yamamoto, but that's other than that,
Yeah,
that's it.
that might be
That's it. But Wheeler and Sanchez
Close.
are league above their own, man.
right. So why would you invest everything in your farm system to get when you have the best 1-2 punch? Now you have 1-2-3, but if you can't hit, what does that really matter?
But even if you get an impact bat, it still falls on Trey, Schwarber, and Harper to deliver. You can get Buxton. He can hit 340 in the playoffs. If those 3 guys don't contribute, it doesn't mean anything. You need more from those guys. So you can talk about trades all you want. We have to wait and see, obviously. But you need more out of the big three. You can get Scooble, you can get whoever. If those guys don't hit, you're not winning anything.
Air Jordan's spitting right now. He's spitting.
He was up very, very early today. He's got a long commute, but he also had to blow dry the hair.
Oh, yeah.
So we need that
very
content.
important.
Yeah,
I'll record it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll
get it recorded.
We need the hair dry content.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
we need more promotions down there at the old ball yard, too, just to keep the people coming in, because we got to keep the focus on the team that's playing right now. We can't be like, I know people don't want to hear it, but this is what you see is what you get. This roster, this team, I just don't know what type of changes are going to be made that are going to be so over the top that they're going to make somebody that's in the middle of the pack or middle of the road is feeling about this Phillies team all of a sudden believe that they're a contender. I just don't see it. I agree with Dutz. Hey, man, it comes back to those guys that are already here. If they don't deliver, the Turner, the Schwarber, the Harper, Bohm, Marsh, come on down. Your new leadoff hitter?
Yep.
We talked about that.
We said it yesterday.
We talked about it 2 weeks ago. We said, you know what? Get this guy all the way up in the lineup as much as you can. I love the fact that you're putting him up there in the leadoff spot.
And because I don't like Schwarber leading off now.
Same.
He did it for a while. I don't like him leading off anymore. And if Trey can't do it, and he shouldn't be doing it, now you move him second in the order. I hate that.
Can't do Stott. Stott's not a leadoff hitter.
He always.
Yep.
I'd be curious to see what they do when if they leave Marshy up there, because he had another good night.
Yeah, why not?
Last night had a home run.
Yeah, and I see people talking about if he doesn't make. I think Luke tweeted it. If Marsh doesn't make the All-Star game, we rot. What are we talking about him not making the All-Star game? What am I missing there? Like, is there a chance?
Well, there's always a chance. I as long as if he continues to play like this.
Yeah, I guess the All-Star game is a month away, right? What's the date on the All-Star game? July what?
Middle of July.
Okay.
It's about a month away.
Yeah, but I guess, bad things happen. We're not going to talk about that. I'm not going full Gansey on you here.
But we're assuming if he continues at a
Correct.
similar pace, I don't know how especially being in Philadelphia.
Correct.
How does he miss it?
That's my point. I'm like, what did I miss last night? Marsh absolutely needs to be in the All-Star game.
Bohm quietly has 9 home runs too, and he's been playing well.
He has been.
Back in the cleanup spot last night.
Once he got that break, I feel like he's turned it around. You do a little self-reflection. You get a couple days off, maybe disappear with the lady. I'm sure that's fun. And, you look within. Well, I'm just talking about anybody, not just his.
He didn't not go to the games. I don't know how much his routine changed.
Wait a minute. If you know you're not playing, your routine changes.
Okay, but you're not. I mean,
remember Dolan? Dolan said no sex for 10 weeks.
Know. Yeah, maybe he needs.
That's for the players. Now,
Right.
if I was a hurt Nick player, I'm like, he ain't talking to me.
Did he go Mark Grace slump buster?
That's a good one too. Good superstition.
And we'll talk some more about athlete and sports superstitions. Davis on the text line. Get him up here. Sean has a couple.
Yeah.
610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. No hitter, do you say it? If you're on the broadcast, you have to teeter around not saying no hitter.
Correct. That's how I would operate. I would operate, and I don't know how T-Mac does it. I'd respect Fransky's take. It's Scott Fransky.
I don't believe T-Mac will utter the words no hitter.
Yeah.
But he'll let you know.
I'll jab around. I'll go, like when they flash up the graphic of the score bug, and I'll go, well, that's an interesting score. Huh. Heck of a day at the old yard we're having here today. Something stupid like that. Keep it moving. Have fun with it. Be jovial. But you don't go full Gansey. Oh, we got a no-hitter. Luzardo looks great. Blah. And then Kruk. That was fantastic.
What did he say again? Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. He just knew it. I mean, everybody knew it. We all knew it.
But it doesn't happen that fast.
Correct.
He hasn't missed a field goal in 33 attempts. He's hit 17 straight free throws. The team record's 18.
Yep.
And he misses.
Yep. The announcer jinx never fails. But I respect it. You got to tell the game. You got to give the story. Understood. But I think that's part of the way of going about it these days is having some fun with it, right?
Text line, Davis Honda, text line, send the voice memos, phone call 610-632-0975. More Phillies superstitions coming up next. Middays of Marks, 97.5.
Got something to say about Philly sports?
Text needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what? Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won it. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air. After he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
Without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller's still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked-over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard.
All right, we're back. Middays, Marks. 97.5 The Fanatic. John Marks, Sean Brace. Brandon Dutz is in today for Ray. Ray's in for Ricky.
Hey, Ray.
He's not on vacation today, right?
Is it Ricky? It's Bill and Ray. It's Ray and Bill.
I think so, right? Because it's a day game.
Yeah, and then Ray goes to Jamaica next week.
Right, that's right.
Next week he's in
Correct.
Jamaica.
Yep.
And I can't keep track of this guy's social calendar.
Nobody can.
How many days is Ray off next week?
All week.
I think
Is
all
it
week.
all
yeah.
week?
He's in Jamaica.
So, yeah.
Well, I didn't know if he's for a wedding.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bachelor party.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was like he's leaving on a Wednesday and
Easy.
coming back on a whatever.
Young gun. You know what my schedule is? I'm working, baby. It's a busy summer.
Damn right.
It's a busy summer. And you know what? We don't take the foot off the gas pedal in July. Because Major League Baseball All-Star Game here, it's so much fun. Everything that's happening right now. World Cup till 2 a.m. last night.
Ton going on.
Oh, yeah.
Ton going on right now. All right. So you have a superstition. We have a voice memo and we have some text messages. Davis Honda text line. But so you had a superstition. 'Cause we had said earlier that the announcer superstition of not mentioning the no-hitter. Meanwhile, Gansey comes on right away. It's like, hey, 8-0. Got a no-hitter. Oh, boy. Crack. Hit.
Unbelievable. Yeah, the number one superstition that comes to my mind, and it's got to be from back in 2004 when Jason Giambi broke out the gold tiger stripe thong in his locker to snap, as I said, the 0 for 32 slump that he was going through, and for the New York Yankees. I just think that's hysterical. These are the dumb things. Like I feel like we knew more about this stuff back in the day, less these days. I don't know how that's possible with social media, but just hysterical that you think of old school, the mentality that these players had. You know, Wade Boggs would eat the chicken. But the thong story, always, when you talk about superstition, that's just hysterical to me.
Yeah, nothing funnier than a man wearing a thong underneath his uniform. Ha, ha, ha.
That's MLB culture. That's Major League Baseball culture. You know,
with those guys it is.
Yeah, the dugout.
Pat Burrell wearing a gimp mask and
there you go.
doing the machine.
The machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could do without Pat Burrell in
It's
a
great.
gimp mask and leather underwear or whatever he was wearing.
So good. Jambi was he was a badass, man. He was a good player. But breaking out the gold thong is at the top of my list as far as MLB superstitions are concerned.
All right, give me the voice memo. Davis Honda text line 610-632-0975. You can send a text. You can also send a voice memo. Go.
All right, John Mark, since you're going to cry about it, Zach from the Northeast, I'm in maintenance. Did you hear that stupid question they asked about Tocchet shorts when we got Dylan Larkin possibly on the line here? And also, yeah, that Sixers new dude for the Sixers, that guy's a dope, straight dope, don't know ball.
No, Zach.
It did come across
Can we hear it again?
as he doesn't know ball.
Can we hear it again?
But that's all right. We want our president of basketball operations to be
Gansey.
locked in on all things hoops. All things hoops.
I mean, I don't. All right, listen, here's the Sixers president of basketball operations, Mike Gansey, last night.
How's everything going your first couple of days?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad we're out to a 8-0 start right
Yeah,
here.
we are.
First game, man.
No
First
hitter,
game
no
for this
hitter
guy.
still intact.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Luzardo's been Mike.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
That was that's
Right on cue. It's funny.
He said it not once but 2 times.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
He said the no-hitter twice. Come on, Gansey. He knows better.
Does he?
I
Well, no,
hope.
he doesn't know better. But also, there are a lot of people that say, "Oh, shut up,"
Yeah.
with the whole no-hitter thing.
No.
Like you can also be a baseball fan, and maybe you don't keep track as much as you would if you weren't being a GM in the NBA. But I mean, I'm not even going to say it's baseball etiquette, but I would think most baseball fans that follow it to an above-average level would refrain from bringing up the no.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't bring it up. I wish Kruk would have said, "Get in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom.
Leave him in
You
there."
mush." The ultimate mush. He mushed the no-hitter. Yeah, Luzardo. He should send Luzardo a, I'm sorry package. No, we kid. You're right. I mean, it had nothing to do with it. It still is one of those things where it's like, no, don't do it. Also, famous sports superstitions. I got one text message from my buddy over here. He said, don't forget about Turk Wendell, former Philly, when he would brush his teeth in between innings. That's always a good one to go to. I feel like we don't know. I guess let me make it clear. Now more than ever, I feel like we don't see superstition with these players. Am I off on that? I feel like it's an old school thing. Are players no longer superstitious?
We don't hear about it. You're right.
Which is weird because in the day of social media, you would think of like, here's my superstitious routine. I put my one sock on and then the shoe.
Sometimes guys don't wash the uniforms or the socks or something if they're winning games. Maybe they wear T-shirts underneath it. You had mentioned Wade Boggs with the chicken.
Oh, yeah, the chicken.
He also took exactly 150 ground balls during practice. I would probably be the guy that doesn't step on the lines.
Always got to step over the line. Always. Yeah.
And that's a superstitious type thing.
You don't take BP or you don't take, I guess you could say grounders in the infield. Or you don't play catch, in the infield. That's what it is. You go on the outside.
Serena Williams didn't wash or change her socks when she was winning. Michael Jordan always wore his championship University of North Carolina shorts underneath his uniform.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
No gold thong, though. Just
no gold thong.
Okay. Oh, the playoff beard.
Yeah, but is that really a superstition or just something to do? I don't do it as a superstition. It's kind of like the playoffs are in, and
I think
I'm not going to shave my beard till the end of the playoffs.
I think that's definitely a hockey thing, the hockey superstition. Got to grow the playoff beard.
Rat tails, which you're shaving today on the show.
Got it.
You have it? There you go. Lineup is out, by the way. Trey Turner's in leadoff.
Oh, come on, Donnie.
Nope, he's not changing.
Is Marsh in there?
He better be.
He is, yes.
Where's he at? Marshy. No, Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara. How do you pronounce it?
Alcantara.
Marsh is fourth. Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, Rincones, Crawford, Stubbs. That's your lineup.
Oh, Stubby. How about that?
Okay.
All right, 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Phone line, text line. We'll get back to some Phillies conversation. But coming up, expect this conversation to be a thing going into the season. Max Crosby. Are the Eagles hot, nuclear hot for Max Crosby? Are they? We'll talk about it coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies offense explodes. I'm Brandon Dust, and this update is brought to you by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. The Phillies offense exploded last night for 8 total runs with home runs from Marsh, Schwarber, and Alec Boehm. Jesus Luzardo put together a solid outing, going 7 innings, striking out 9 batters, allowing just 2 runs. He spoke about his performance after the game.
I mean, it feels great. Obviously I know I could do it. I just really think it's a coincidence. It's, unfortunate, obviously no one wants to pitch bad, especially at home, but the routine stays the same, and today I felt really good, so hopefully, keep building on that.
Bills will go for the sweep later today with Andrew Painter on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. The Flyers made their first move of the offseason, acquiring goalie Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Vignier in exchange for Sam Urson, Emil Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. This update is also brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the 76ers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season.
What you say, what you say, what you say, what? Middays with Marks and Sean Brace and Dut's in today for Ray, because Ray's a big star in the afternoons with Objective Club Hertz co-president Bill Calarulo. A lot of Club Hertz and Objective Club Hertz going on right now.
Oh, yeah. Taking over. Taking it by storm.
We'll update you later this segment on that.
Okay.
All right. We got some Eagles stuff with with what is being described as nuclear interest by the Eagles with Max Crosby of the Raiders.
I'm all in.
We'll play that for you coming up here in a second. Let's do we do have some Phillies things to clean up here. We have the Davis Honda text line, which is 610-632-0975. That's the number you can call us, you can text us, or you can leave the voice memo. Go.
I am out on buying at the trade deadline. I am selling. We will not beat the better teams in the National League in a 7-game series or a 5-game series. I am out. I am selling. I'm restocking our farm system with young prospects who will be able to play next year in independent league and Korean leagues and all these world leagues. If there's not going to be baseball next year, and we're going to have a 35-year-old Harper coming back in 2028, I am restocking this franchise and getting it loaded up to come back in 2028. And I am praying that once the Oakland Athletics, the Sacramento Athletics, once they move to Vegas, I hope Bryce Harper says, trade me there. We will never win a World Series with Bryce Harper on our team.
Wow. Yeah, I would need more details on exactly what you're looking to do. You're just looking to blow it up and start over? Because you're not going to, let's say there is a work stoppage next year. You're not coming out of the work stoppage and being competitive. And if you're telling me that you're just trying to get rid of everybody right now, even as unrealistic as that is, you're entitled to your opinion on the plan. So if you want to, by the way, they won 90-some games last year, and they lost to the Dodgers. And after starting off and losing, how many games they lose in a row? 10, 11, whatever it was.
This is very ugly.
There's 7 games over 500.
Yep.
And it doesn't mean that you're wrong as far as not winning a World Series or winning a World Series with Bryce Harper, or they're not going to lose in the playoffs this year. I think that's a fair opinion. I'm not saying that because I'm a fan of the Phillies. Do I think that that's a real possibility that their offense stinks in the playoffs and they don't beat the good teams? Yeah, of course I do. We've seen it. But I'm not selling right now. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
They're going to make the playoffs this year. I'm not there yet.
That's a tough pill to swallow. The fact that you're gonna voice that and say that they'll never win a World Series with Bryce Harper. Bryce. I'm not trying to make him out to be 10 years ago. He's getting a little up there. He's 33 years old. He'll be 34 a little bit later this year. So I get that, but come on, to sit there and say that they'll never win a World Series. It's not Joel Embiid. Because Joel Embiid, I can sit there and look at you in the eye and tell you.
He ain't winning in Philadelphia.
No, he's not, because he can't stay healthy. And we've already been down this path, and we know that he can't stay healthy throughout the course of a season, putting the playoffs to the side. I can't say that about Harper. You don't know that about Harper. You don't know if Harper's going to go on a tear. Harper could get hot in October, end of September.
Honestly, it has less to do with Harper than everything else.
Agreed.
Like he made it believe because of Bryce Harper, they're never going to win a World Series. And by the way, he's not been good in the playoffs the last couple of years.
Fair.
So I hear you.
Fair.
But
I can't be black or white on that.
They got a guy named Trey Turner that hasn't done squat. Kyle Schwarber has not done much in the playoffs in the last couple seasons. It's been a whole team effort offensively. But when you're Bryce Harper, the bullseye's on you.
You're right.
And that's fair.
That's your boy.
It is my boy. We're buddies.
What's he calling in?
Yeah, man, we gotta get down spring training or something so I can tell the Phillies, like, listen, Bryce likes me. He likes doing interviews with me.
Let's
Trust
go.
me. We can get. I know we're probably gonna have to pay our way if we go, which we probably would do.
Oh yeah, why not?
I don't know. I mean, Ray's gonna have to do that.
Get me to Arizona, all right? Eagle True Fan travel in December.
You know what? That's a good idea.
That's the one we need to focus on.
Yeah,
A
good point.
December trip to the desert sounds
Well, but
just.
there is no
appetizing.
spring training next year anyway. Probably.
Yeah, you're right about that. That does stink because everybody loves Clearwater, and you know what? It does mark like the new, new season.
Sure.
Warm weather on the horizon. Everybody loves spring training. Man, I don't know. Like, I hate to jump all over that collar. I think that's really unfair to sit there and say you're never going to win a World Series with Bryce Harper on the team. As I said, I always text you when he does good, elite.
Been a while since I got that text message.
Well, I've been busy.
Yeah, I know. We've all been busy. No hits last night, I don't think. Harper. Oh, man, listen to you call.
Sorry.
All right, so check this out. The guy's name is Hondo Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
How many Hondos do you know? None?
I think Hondo Carpenter is the only guy I do know.
All right, so he is the beat writer for SI.com. So for the Fan Nation, the SI Fan Nation, which is pretty good. They do a good job with covering all the teams. He does a podcast, and from the podcast, they put out the clips on social media. So here is Hondo. First off, do you believe Max Crosby was traded to the Ravens, and then because of the physical, and a lot of people believe the Ravens had buyer's remorse, and they said, you know what, maybe this isn't the best idea. And they said, no, sorry, we're not doing the trade. Now he's back in Vegas. I'm just telling you, everything that you're hearing is, oh, he's so happy to be back. Now he's not going to be traded. My ass. Mm-hmm. He's going to get traded at some point. ESPN.com did an article a couple weeks ago, because I brought it up, that they're already doing, here's some players that we will be talking about at the trade deadline. And Max Crosby's right there. So get used to this, Eagles fans. The Eagles are going to be connected with Max Crosby, defensive end for the Raiders, because he was just traded. The Raiders are at a point in their building where it makes more sense to get high draft picks for a player that is in his prime, probably exiting his prime. They're not ready to win right now. I would definitely trade him.
So would they.
And and they tried. So I think they're going to. And the other part of it is, if you believe the Eagles were in on Myles Garrett, I do. If you believe the Eagles were in on Micah Parsons, isn't that almost a fact now? They were in on Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. They were trying to make a move. So Howie will flex and give up major draft picks to get a guy. Max Crosby on this team right now, you're a Super Bowl contender based on your defense. Max Crosby, Grenard, and then that defensive line. Are you kidding me? And then you have the other guys on there. That's a really, really good defense. So here's Hondo Carpenter speaking about, because if you're a Raider fan, one of the big talking points is, like, are they going to keep Crosby? What are they doing? Here's Hondo Carpenter.
I'm telling you, there is a lot of interest in Max Crosby. Two teams specifically nuclear hot, the Eagles and the 49ers. I still believe there are two, maybe as many as three other teams absolutely in play for Max. Okay, does that mean that Max is in Spytek's office? I want out? No. Does that mean that Spytek is like, I want him gone? No. The reality is, I do believe someone could get Max.
There you go. So, Sean, you had that 2028 first-round pick. So, the Ravens deal was 2 first-rounders, which felt like a lot.
Yeah, it did.
It's at the time when they did it, I was like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. Maybe the value has taken a step back because the Ravens backed out of it. Are you doing a first plus? You got the A.J. Brown shirt.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry to cut you off.
First and a third?
Yeah, the big thing for me is that if you don't, somebody else will. So who is it? Is it going to be the Bears? Could potentially be the Cowboys? Could it be the 49ers? Well, guess what? All three of those teams are in your conference. So now you got to go against them. So absolutely no doubt in my mind, I'm going after Max Crosby. I was last summer or when he got traded to Baltimore. I'm doing it right now. He's 28 years old. He'll be 29 coming at the end of August here. This dude is a terrorizer on the field. Remember, they stunk last year. They came here. He was the only guy worth the damn. He was the only guy. Week in, week out. Never takes his foot off the pedal. I love Max Crosby. You put him on this defense, everything you just said and then some. You want to talk about some hype? We talked about the Phillies going down to spring training, and if they got, well, it's funny with Bichette, and it's a good thing that they didn't get him, but ultimately the buzz that would have came with that. If you put Max Crosby on this team as they head into camp, it's going to be at an all-time high as far as the fanfare, people going absolutely nuts for this season. It's just going to raise everything about this potential, the odds-on favorite, people as far as national perspective. That defense itself could be good enough. Hey, offense, step aside. We got this. Think about that back end with Coop and Quinyon.
Dude, this defense is something. Jordan Davis, Carter, Max Crosby, Grenard.
Dude, you add Max Crosby to the mix?
Who are their other ends? Oh, Jalix Hunt. Nolan Smith is there. Maybe BG doesn't come back if that's the case.
Ojomo looks good. You got some really good pieces.
He's really good.
Yeah, you got some really good pieces right now. The linebackers scare me, concern me, not scare me. Concern me. Trott's going to get some PT this year.
Yeah, for sure.
So I like Trott. I do, but I don't know. Again, we're a ways away from that conversation. But adding Max Crosby, who is one of the best pass rushers in the game, look out. And the big thing, as I said, John, if the Eagles don't, who's getting them?
You mentioned the names that were mentioned before. You mentioned them. And then the Ravens came off the top rope with those 2 first-round draft picks. So I don't think you're giving that up now. A first and a second. A second next year, and then one of the first in 2028.
I'm not saying no. I'm in. I'm all in. Yeah, I want to get back to the promised land. And I know that there's some really good teams out there that are in front of me right now. If I'm Howie Roseman, and I'm saying, all right, let's go. Let's go.
How do they pay all these guys?
That's a good question.
But they were in, so we know that they were going to figure out a way to do it. But Carter's going to be due up for an extension, making 35. Jordan Davis is making 26, I think. Wow. The Nolan Smith, the fifth year option they picked up, that's like $13 million or something like that. That's pretty big money. Grenard's making big money.
Well, and you look at
Coop's going to be making big money.
The trade deadline is November 3rd this season, 4 p.m. Like, we are going to hear Max Crosby's name from now until then, if he's not traded, right? He is getting traded this year. That is a Raiders team that is already talking about not playing Mendoza this year. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're going to tank or anything along those lines. They just have a win-loss record.
Get him now. Get him now, though.
I agree.
Don't wait.
Yes, because then the price tag goes up.
Yeah, I want him for the entirety of the season. I don't want him for half the season. Now, like last year with Phillips, we need him. So you made the move. But they went into the season hoping they wouldn't need to make a move because they threw a bunch of darts. None of them hit the board. So they needed to make the move. They were kind of desperate.
I would think that you would see other teams get involved that could come out of nowhere off the top rope, that they had a good start. So that's why I would say the price tag might be a little bit steeper come trade deadline. Not to say he's going to be cheap, though, right now. But get him now because I like where you're at. Now you get him for the full season.
Yeah, but the demand is going to drive the price.
Yep.
And there was a lot of demand for him when he was traded. I think that's pretty clear. That the Eagles, Cowboys, Bears were all very interested. Now, Howie ultimately said, no, I'm not doing 2 first-round draft picks, which was smart.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like too much. Now, what did people say? This is good for the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. First and a second, you have the extra first now. Back then, a lot of people didn't believe that AJ was going to go anywhere. So now you got the extra first. So can you spin a second this year, and then you got the double first in 2028?
Ooh, I love the double first.
Double first. You trade your own, you keep the Patriots first in 2028. 610-632-0975. I text message Hondo.
Hondo.
He hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Apparently there's a Hondo in Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know. One of the new school guys. The Mandalorian type.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't mess with the Mandalorian. That's a good one.
I haven't seen any of the Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's not a. these streaming services, they just get you. And it's like, all right, so I get Disney. And I'm like, okay, let me watch something so this way I can, like, instead of my daughter watching Disney, Mickey Mouse Playhouse all day. And that's the only reason why we have
Mickey
it.
Mouse Clubhouse?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, yeah.
Or the Fun House?
No, the Clubhouse, which is the 5-minute versions, those quick ones, which you want to just absolutely go nuts because you hear that theme song over
You're
and
talking
over.
about mini boutiques?
Yes.
The bow tunes?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why we have Disney. So now I go in, I'm like, all right, let me watch a little Mandalorian.
You know what you do?
It's pretty good.
Go to YouTube. They have a live YouTube that just plays the bow tunes over and over and over again.
Really?
Yes. Because I hate doing it because then you have to go to the next one.
Yes.
And then, or you got to wait for the next one to load.
Yep.
If you go to the YouTube, you'll hear the open every time.
It's pretty
If
funny.
fun and fastener, what you seek.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
I love bow tunes. I do. With Daisy and Kukuloka, it's one of my favorite things to watch.
Yeah, Daisy. I love Daisy. Rocking around with the high heels.
Don't get me started on Mickey, 'cause he's the biggest fraud ever in the cartoon
Yeah,
world.
you're anti-Mickey.
I sure am.
It's a tough one to swallow.
All right, so Sean, we're gonna have an update coming up here on Club Hertz.
Okay.
Because there's a lot going on with Club Hertz. Now, the Objective Club Hertz Club is also starting to gain some leverage here, right?
Cease and desist.
Well, listen, I said not affiliated, but there's no reason why the two clubs can't get along. Not affiliated, but Brett Petrilli, who's the co-founder of the Club Hertz, he's all over the place. He's stealing my content. He's putting out mean Instagram posts.
I don't know if I can allow you to say he's stealing your content.
He stole the content.
Well, I mean, you know.
He took the exact thing that I put out because Objective Club Hertz is to be objective about Jalen Hurts.
Sure.
All right, and that's what we did.
Club Hertz is just to support our guy because we should all be.
It's a fan group.
We should be supporting him at this point in time because now the naysayers are poking their heads out even more.
Objective Club Hertz is for true Eagles fans that want to share their opinions on Jalen and the team without judgment or pressure. And that's what it is, a safe space. So you don't have to be, oh, if you say Jalen's not good enough, you don't know what you're talking about, or Jalen sucks. It's for the rest of us. I don't want to be. It's like Festivus. It's for the rest of us. I don't want to be involved. You know, I'm not going to go political here, but the two-party system in politics in the United States, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a two. That's how it feels like it is with Jalen Hurts. You got Club Hurts, and then you got the people that are, oh, Hurts sucks. Like somebody that's in the Objective Club Hurts sent me a message and said that he's overrated, and it was Tom. Hold on, let me bring it up here with Jalen Hurts. He says that he's overrated, and without that offensive line and without that running game, they don't win a Super Bowl. In other words, he's just along for the ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, I say to that, I'm like, okay, like, I get it. You tell me the quarterback that wins with a crappy roster and not a good team.
That's right.
I don't know. So, I'm objective.
Oh.
Our club's objective.
Yeah, look, our club is absolutely. You're right. It's a fan club. Club Hurts. We stand by QB1. Every win, every loss, and, of course, all the overreactions in between. And especially now more than ever. That's why we did it, because of the Mount Rushmore season that's here, because of the lists that continue to pop up. Oh, we're going to put Malik Willis in front of him. Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
stand up.
bogus.
Yeah.
Like, I put out a stat from Ruben Frank today.
All right, what is it?
And you should,
Because I didn't see it.
And you should follow Objective Club Hertz on Instagram.
Cease and desist.
All right,
I got my hackers on it.
We're already growing. I bet. So this is from Rube. In his first 82 career starts, Jalen Hurts has thrown 109 touchdown passes and rushed for 63 touchdowns. His 172 total touchdowns is sixth most in NFL history by a quarterback in his first 82 career starts, trailing only Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Dan Marino, and Andrew Luck. It's impressive company.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
So
Oh, yeah.
Objective Club Hertz puts that out there because, again, we're objective.
Mm-hmm.
Not like you guys and all the other people. Oh, Jalen stinks, whatever. I'm trying to be objective. And one of the board of directors of Objective Club Hertz joins us right now. His name's Chuck from New York. Hi, Chuck.
Good morning, President.
What's up, buddy?
You know, we're very objective. There's no pros, cons. We're just facts, not feelings, as we've
Correct.
And, you know, in all honesty, my daughter owns one jersey. It is a Kelly Green Hertz jersey, which I paid for very happily. If my other daughter wanted a Hertz jersey, I'd be totally fine with it.
Yeah,
Because they're objective.
She actually is in Club Hertz. She emailed last night. She sent a video in. She's following us on Instagram. We appreciate the support.
We do have our first female member, who's my sister, Ellen.
Oh, is that your sister? I thought maybe it was your wife.
No, it's my sister.
Okay.
My wife doesn't know anything about Club Hertz. Objective Club Hertz. She's telling me to get back to my job.
Yes, exactly.
I do want to speak objectively on one thing as, a proud member, charter board member of Objective Club Hertz. And it was the conversation yesterday about appreciating what the Knicks did in unifying the city of New York. And as a resident of the state, very close to the city, I don't want to necessarily say I appreciate the Knicks, but I will say I really appreciate sports. You know, the city of New York has been divided, as many cities are across the nation, you know, in politics. And it's not just Republican, Democrat. It's divided in so many different ways. It's a crazy supreme pizza pie, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say over the past 10 weeks, watching the city of New York come together in sports was a truly admirable and enjoyable thing to experience. And whether it be at the supermarket, seeing two people that might have very differentiating opinions in politics talk about a bum like, you know, Mitchell Robinson or, you know, the beloved Jalen Brunson conversation. I will say it was truly enjoyable to experience. Obviously, I also, you know, in joining the Objective Hertz Club, was able to dismantle the Sixers for the Knicks Club, so there's a big win there as well. But I want to say that's one thing that I really thought about objectively, of course, as I do with everything I do, and say that it was a great experience. And you know, screw the Knicks, but let's go sports.
But you got and Chuck, good to talk to you, buddy.
Oh,
Thanks for getting in. We've been trying to get in. We've been busy at times.
I'm just glad he's alive.
Well, I mean, to his point, you get even if you're not a fan, you get caught up in the hysteria of it, and it's great for the city of New York. Like Knicks fans, they haven't seen a championship in a really, really long time. It's
great for the NBA.
Lifetimes. Great for the NBA. That I just like. If you want me to be happy about it, sorry, Sealski, I'm not. I'm not looking at it and saying like, you know what, that's a really good story. No. No, I'm not. Yeah, of course. Like, if I lived in New York, I probably would be like, you know what, this is pretty cool. Because people are happy. And ultimately, why do we watch sports?
That's it. I get it.
Man, it's supposed to
be entertaining.
Yeah, man.
Take our minds off some things. I'm with you. There's nothing better than sports. I love sports. But I also think, like, you know, we don't just need sports. Community, right? Like,
it is about community.
We need to be a little bit more out there and get back to the way and it's hard because we got these devices. These devices are the worst thing. We need a little bit back and forth. We need to go out, get a little uncomfortable, go talk. Like, we just started our block party like 3 years ago in Conshohocken. Neighbors came up, they put it together. Things grown. It's pretty cool. All right, so it's once a year. We all get together. But I'm talking about Little League games. 4th of July's coming up. Like the community. It's not just sports, man. We got to think beyond that because, like, at the end of the day, we're all just trying our hardest, man. That's it.
All right, coming back, phone calls. We have some voice memos as well. Text line 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies crushed the Marlins. I'm Brandon Dust, and this update is brought to you by Corona. Join Ricky Bottalico Friday, June 19th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Independence Beer Garden in Old City for a Modelo match night. Enjoy $6 Modelo drafts, soccer giveaways, and match day excitement. Details at 975thefanatic.com. The Phillies offense exploded for 8 runs with home runs from Marsh, Schwarber, and Alec Boehm. Jesus Luzardo put together a solid outing, going 7 innings, striking out 9 batters, and allowing just 2 runs. Phillies will go for the sweep later today with Andrew Painter on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. Even though they're off until late July, the headlines keep on rolling for the Eagles. There have been multiple reports about Jalen Hurts not receiving the support from the organization. Zach Berman was on earlier this morning with Kincade and Salciunas and said Hurts has all the support from owner Jeffrey Lurie.
In that building, if you ask anyone who the biggest believer in Jalen Hurts is, they would say the owner. They would say Jeffrey Lurie. I don't think that loving Jalen is a problem from the ownership level.
The Flyers swapped goalies with the Maple Leafs, acquiring Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Benoit in exchange for Sam Ersson, Emile Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. This update is also brought to you by America 250. This July 4th, celebrate at America's Block Party, a can't-miss concert at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, hosted by America 250. Get your 1776 tickets at america250.org/LA. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
It's not. To me, that's where it starts.
The San Luquito piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out. They went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all. With Lamar, it's changed. You're right. But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert. What a great quarterback. What a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter.
Sean Brace, Dutsy, Negative Nate, Shuki writes, we're all here today. Ray's coming up on Unfiltered with Bill. That's coming up at 2 o'clock. Phil's today, slight favorites in the game. Andrew Painter's his strikeout numbers are interesting for over 5.5. I wouldn't do that. But, yeah, I mean, isn't one of these games where they won the first 2. They scored a bunch of runs last night. Painter's starting today. The Marlins come out and they hammer them early. And, by the 5th inning, I'm already not paying attention because I know they're going to lose.
Could potentially be that case, John.
This is a scheduled loss there, Dutsy?
No, they complete the sweep today.
Do they?
I
Phillies
believe
have
so.
done well against Alcantara.
I'm confident.
Break out the brooms, baby.
Confident, huh?
I think he goes 5 2/3 in the last 3 runs. That to me is a solid start.
Hell yeah.
I'd take that any day of the week.
I'd
Just
go
like Nola. I'll take that too.
No, I'd go 5 innings, 3 runs.
I'll go with that.
But the overall problem is that he can kind of work his way through games. But the reason you didn't trade Painter was because he had elite stuff. I don't see that at all from him.
I'll tell you what. Excuse me. The 11 o'clock hour is brought to you by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you want to hear more about DraftKings. All has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours, as you pointed out. Phillies now up to minus 124. Some money coming in on the Fightins. About $10 change there in the last 20 minutes. So if you're heading to the game, you want to get action on the Phillies, do it now. As they say, do it now. And then from the strikeout perspective, yeah, we brought it up. I'll take a flyer on it, John. I'm feeling good. I gave you a winner yesterday when Mbappe.
You did.
All right. So let's go. I'm getting behind our man. Let's go Andrew Painter, 5+ strikeouts, plus 165. Get to 5, baby. That's a plus 160 number.
Well, hold on. So it's plus what?
Plus 165 for 5 strikeouts.
So he's got to get 5.
Yep.
Okay.
5 bare minimum.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. And the 11 o'clock hour of the program is brought to you by DraftKings.
That's right.
You already say that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's all right.
Sorry, I missed
You're
it.
good.
I heard you talking about DraftKings. I didn't know if you.
It's just tee me
You
up.
just
and
slid it in there and
just
it was
go.
easy.
Just go. Yep.
All right. So Sean's not sleeping a lot because his kid is sick and the World Cup.
Fun times.
Yeah. But so this was in Dallas. This was on a TV station in Dallas.
Fox. Local.
Fox affiliate in Dallas.
Just think of like the Gin Fred down there in Dallas. And oh, by the way, it is their entertainment district, just like Live, but it's still called
Down
Live
there?
down there. Yeah, same thing. Same people, all that stuff.
So Japan apparently they have their World Cup games in Dallas.
Yeah, they're playing in Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington. I don't know. Yeah, because they're playing both Dallas and Arlington. So I don't know if
I don't know where the games are.
I think it was Arlington. Yeah, Arlington. Don't want to confuse it, but they're all over this country. So just think of the female reporter, although like Jen Fred down there, going out there getting the pulse of the people. And she stumbles into a very excited fan from Japan. And this is pretty funny stuff here.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, how you doing?
My name is.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Hirochika Nakakuki.
Oh, wow.
It's live?
Okay.
It's live?
Yes, it's live.
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
pause
How
it for a
excited
second.
are
Oh, wow. Live TV.
He looks at the camera and goes, it's Tribe? But like, that's what you hear. But no, he's talking about it's live. This is a good 2:21. I cut this down, but yeah, pretty funny.
Go ahead.
You were so excited, right? Japan, right?
Excuse me.
Okay.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited.
Let's go.
Very good stuff. Now, I will tell you, as the 2 minutes are unfolding on my timeline, I am waiting for him to just start speaking perfect English. And oh, by the way, my name is John, and yeah, I live here. Like
Sucker.
I was waiting for her to
Baba
be duped,
Booey.
but she played it off really well. The organic, we talked about it. The reason why we're playing is because of Chuck from New York talking about sports, bringing us together. World Cup, no ifs, ands, buts about it, man. It is so cool to see all these countries come here. And you got Norway doing the rowing. Of course, Japan cleaning the stadiums up after the games, which is crazy.
Did you see there was some content creator that took a school bus, to the Scotland game in Boston?
Did not see this.
Oh, my God.
I did see it.
Did you see it?
That was great.
It's unbelievable.
So much good content coming out of the World Cup.
Yeah, there really is.
They drank a ton. I did see that.
Yeah, it was a good spot for Scotland. Yeah, it's probably the right city to go to.
Yeah.
John, do you think we'll see Ray on television at one point in time in this month of the World Cup going crazy?
Hey, Ray.
Whether
No.
it's in a certain country, you don't think so?
No.
Like,
I don't know if he's down there or not.
are they filming at the garage? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe from a stool at the garage in Fishtown, possibly, but no.
Maybe right place, right time. Ray goes crazy. I don't know if he's been. Does he get cited? Is he cited a lot when he's out? It's like, hey, there's Ray.
That's Ray. Hey, Ray.
I don't know.
Hey, Ray.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, good game. So what's in Philly today? What do we have today as far as the games? Anything going on?
Well, we got Cristiano Ronaldo coming up. There's 4 games today. I didn't think Philly had a game, though. No. I think our next game is Brazil on Friday. I could be mistaken. Hang on. Let me pull that up.
So that's Friday.
Correct. Yep. And that's where I will be live at Live Casino.
What's his name? Had a hat trick last night.
Oh, yeah. Messi.
Messi did. Did Petrilli really bet that?
Possibly.
Probably knowing him.
Well, he sent a screenshot last night with the hat trick. Now, I didn't know if he just, he might have put $5 on it. I don't think because it played plus. I think he paid plus 3,600.
I saw a lot. Look, big time players make big time plays, right? Now, Messi to hit a hat trick in his first time in his 6th World Cup appearance. That's something that I didn't think would be possible. But this dude is still playing at a high level. Crazy. All the big stars scored yesterday. Mbappe for France. Holland scored for Norway. 2 goals, in fact, both of them did. And then Messi comes out. And now you get Ronaldo today, which is pretty cool stuff there. England, which is a huge draw. That's probably the best game of the day. England and Croatia, 4 p.m. Pull up a TV and settle in because the upset could happen with Croatia in that one. That's a good plus 425 there. Good. Again, last night, 12 midnight, I got Jordan and Algeria, 3-1 final score, hit the over on 2.5 goals. I didn't see it live because I was like fighting.
Did you have money on Iraq? I think they lost yesterday.
They did. Yeah, they went up against, or no, they did. Who'd they go up against?
I just know they lost.
You got Iran and Iraq. And the crazy thing is like they're really fast, but man, they are short.
Is that what it is? Not a lot of size?
Not a lot of size.
They're not very physical?
No.
Now, if Iran and Iraq is going head-to-head, who you rooting for?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Kind of right now, got to go with Iraq, right?
Yeah, I think I'm pulling for Iraq. Jeez.
Great. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Are we concerned about an injury on the Phillies? And why is Trey Turner batting leadoff? We'll discuss that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Hey, but first, you just heard me, Sean Brace, talk about DraftKings Sportsbook with our 11 o'clock hour sponsorship. Now, just so you know, more important details here, DraftKings Sports is available. It's live in all 50 states, even right here in Pennsylvania. So while we have the whole world watching this one tournament right now, group stage chaos happening right in front of our eyes, make sure you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and take advantage of what's happening on all of the pitches across our great country. As I just said, England and Croatia today, that has my attention. You can get the draw at plus 275. Let's do it. Why not? Let's play the draw plus 275. England and Croatia, everybody's all England up. I'm not buying that, so let's do the draw there. Anyways, if you are hearing something that's catching your attention, make sure you download the all-new DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code FANATIC. That's right, FANATIC. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code FANATIC. Partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Pennsylvania only. Eligible restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Andrew Salciunas.
Win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield, or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
Back, it is Middays with Marks. 975, the Fanatic, John Mark, Sean Brace, Dutsy. So Brad Keller placed on the IL. It kind of came out of nowhere, but with a forearm strain.
That's not good.
What? And they said that it's it's something that we felt we're better off knocking out now and not letting it get too far. They don't think there's anything major going on. They're going to do the MRIs and things like that. But I mean, typically the forearm strain isn't a good thing, right? So you hope that it's not. This was a big piece to the puzzle. He was supposed to be your bridge to Duran, and you were going off when you look at him as a reliever, he did not have a long history of being of relieving. Right, it was a starter. They made him a reliever, and that's really kind of had the bust out campaign with the Cubs. And I remember Pat Gillick used to be hesitant about giving free agent relievers multi-year contracts. He would like to have his guys, but typically a lot of them are year to year. So a guy that might give you a good year 1 year, the following year may not be as good. And now these relievers are getting 3-4 year contracts, $15 million, $12 million, $10 million. Look at friggin' up in Toronto, Jeff Hoffman. He's terrible. He cost him a World Series. He was good here, but it was a good move by the Phillies not to re-sign him because he is not good this year. So definitely something to look at as far as Keller going on the IL.
Yeah, it's not good. They're calling it tendonitis. So I guess, and everybody's saying all the right things. Only they know. Same thing with Garcia. 60 days. Well, they know. We don't, but they know. But point blank, he signed a 2-year, $22 million deal this offseason. And the expectations were that he was going to be somewhat of what he was with the Cubs. He had a 2.07 ERA and a .96 whip. That was both career bests with the Cubs last season. This year, 4.15 ERA, 1.35 over 31 appearances, just to let you know, whip. The average this year is 1.27 MLB. So, again,
he had a little stretch where he was looking better, but I guess it makes sense if he's having the forearm tendonitis.
Sure. Give him a little breather. Give him a little blow, as they say. I'm all right with that. But hopefully it's nothing major and he's able to get everything going in the right direction when he comes back here. But velocity has been the same. I'm reading an article now on MLB.com talking about the average, MPHs, all that, on his fastball. Everything's been the same. But he did have a pretty bad outing with the Brewers, or against the Brewers on Saturday.
Yeah. 5
of the first 6 batters got on base. So this is something that needs to be done. You know, as you pointed out, big-time contract came his way, 2 years, $22 million. A lot of expectations, not living up to it so far. So we'll see what happens.
All right, I stumbled into the Ringer. They had done, once the season was over, I think they actually did this yesterday. What's today's date? Yeah, they updated their top 100 list yesterday. How many 76ers do you think are on the top 100 Ringer NBA list?
Heading into next year?
Right, they did it yesterday. So at the end of the season. So yeah, heading into next year, but they did it right now.
Yeah.
After this season, they ranked them 1 to 100.
Is VJ on that list? I would think he is on that list. I will definitely say 2. I don't think I can get the 3.
No.
I'll say 2. I'll say VJ and Tyrese. There's no way Joel Embiid. Is he in the top 100?
Oh, so you're leaving off Embiid.
He just can't play. He plays 40 games.
Embiid is on the list.
Yeah, you have to put him on the list, don't you?
So it is 3.
Okay. And those are the 3?
Correct. Where would you put Maxey?
Maxey is a all-pro, 3rd team. Had a pretty good season in the grand scheme of things. Could he get better? I think in their eyes they would say yes.
For sure.
He's 15 to 20.
15.
Oh, how about that?
You said 3rd team NBA, and that's where if you go 5, 5, 5, I mean, that's actually really good analysis.
My brain didn't work that way, but thank you. Yes.
It's good analysis. SGA 1, Wembanyama 2, Jokic 3, Luka 4.
Whoa. You didn't say Brunson yet.
I didn't.
What? Wait a minute. Come on, people.
Well, would you take Jokic over?
No, I'm taking Jalen Brunson.
Over Jokic?
Yeah.
You feel like Jokic is because I mean he's still
I'm taking
stuff
Brunson.
in the stat sheet.
I'm taking.
He also all he wants to do is ride his horses.
Yeah, I'm taking Brunson. Like
he's 5.
I'm taking SGA over Brunson. I'm taking Wemby over Brunson. Everybody else, I'm going Brunson. Brunson's 3rd. Luka, sorry. I'm the dude.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Brunson, what he just did, it's incredible.
Luka's an unbelievable talent.
Yeah.
But
he's made the finals before. He deserves all the love in the world, but
still only 27.
I'm not doubting Brunson.
Anthony Edwards 6, Giannis 7.
All right, and I forgot about him.
Yeah, it's interesting they put him over Ant. Now he just won a championship, and let's face it, Brunson had an unbelievable run.
I could talk myself into taking it.
Giannis 7, Kawhi 8. It's like, all right, I get it, man. Really? Yeah. And he had a good season, too. Cade Cunningham, 9. Steph Curry, 10. Donovan Mitchell, 11. Karl Anthony Towns, 12. Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 13, 14. Tyrese Maxey at 15.
Yeah.
That's legit company right there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, look.
Ahead of Durant, ahead of Booker, ahead of Jamal Murray, ahead of Bron. Bron's 20.
Bron's going back to the Lakers, too.
OG Anunoby, 21. That freaking trade. You talk about how you win a championship, you make trades like that.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's funny because forgive me, what's his name? Masai, he was the general manager. Now he's with the Mavs.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, how you getting a gig? Traded away OG. There was another also trade Pascal Siakam. Like, dude, I don't think he's all that good.
Won a championship, no?
Yeah, you're right, and that's what he can hang his hat on. But in the grand scheme of things, the devil's in the details, right?
All right, where's Joel Embiid? He did make the top 100. Where is he?
He should make the top 100.
Dutz, where would you put Embiid? Top 100 ringer post 2026 season, end of the year.
48.
48. Sean?
Is he top 50 in the ringer's eyes? He's got to be. I like where Dutz is at. I'll go 47.
43.
Oh!
The capsule is an all-time talent besieged by injuries at every step of his star-crossed career.
Yeah.
Yep. Simple but easy way to put it.
Yeah, and it's not simple for Mike Gansey.
All right, so VJ Edgecombe did make the top 100. Where is he?
That's a good question. That's a little tougher. Obviously, the rookie season.
Just to make a top 100 after a rookie year. Yeah, no, you had a really, really good year.
But I would say higher than lower, if that makes sense. So I'll go like 69.
I was going to say, I'll go 74.
Both incorrect.
Higher. Is he in the 90s?
84.
Who's around him?
Above Jalen Suggs, Tobias Harris is 86. I know, believe me. That's made me laugh too. CJ McCollum, 87. This one, I was just like, really? He makes the top 100? Mitchell Robinson is 95.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Proved his worth.
Yeah.
I think he is the only one that's not under contract for them next year. Basically, everybody else is coming back. Who is 69? Let me ask you that.
Let me see. Da-da-da-da.
Nice.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Hartenstein.
He was a stud. He was making those floaters. I liked his game with the Knicks. Yeah, that's a heck of a get by OKC. He's a good player.
Yep. All right, coming up, news at noon without Ray. Dutz in for Ray. Dutz, what do we have today? News at noon.
Well, we got Mikal Bridges. Anybody who's seen him over the past 2 days knows he's been on the social media tour of all. Got some more NBA talk and then some World Cup talk, Johnny. Your favorite, man. We're going to incorporate some World Cup into the news at noon.
We need it. It's a requirement. That's coming up next. News at noon. Middays the Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies rout the Marlins. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies offense exploded for 8 runs with home runs from Marsh Bohm and Kyle Schwarber. Jesus Luzardo put together a great start, going 7 innings, striking out 9 batters, giving up just 2 earned runs. Luzardo talked about his performance after the game.
I mean, it feels great. Obviously I know I could do it. I just really think it's a coincidence. It's, unfortunately, obviously no one wants to pitch bad, especially at home, but the routine stays the same, and today I felt really good, so hopefully, keep building on that.
Phils will go for the sweep later today with Andrew Painter on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. The Flyers made their first move of the offseason, acquiring goalie Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Benoit in exchange for Sam Urson, Emile Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. And yesterday was yet another busy day for the World Cup, with France, Norway, Argentina, and Austria all winning their respective matches. This update is sponsored by Aleve. Whatever the forecast, aches and pains can cloud up a perfect day. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief, so you're ready for sunny skies ahead. Use as directed. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. John Marks, Sean Brace, Brandon Dutz, news at noon coming up in a second. I really my throat is not feeling great.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Well, it doesn't hurt like I have a sore throat. It feels like it's just fatigued. I don't know what it is, and it shouldn't be.
Well, you know if you're getting sick. So if you're not getting sick and you're dealing with that, then unfortunately, I would probably say you should go see somebody, go see a doctor just to make sure, right?
based on this being my livelihood. Speaking? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I came in.
Oh,
today-
I wasn't even thinking along that line. I was just thinking around like living. You know, you never know.
Well, our sister station up in Boston, Fred Toucher, he had a problem with he had a major problem with his throat. And he kept trying to battle through it. Unfortunately, like doing this job, you try, like, I've had laryngitis a couple times, but one time I just, like, I couldn't shake it. Normally you can shake it, you're fine. And it wasn't getting better. And it got to a point, the station didn't want me to take off. Like, not that they were saying don't take off, but they weren't saying, hey, you should take a day.
Mm-hmm.
They were just being like, yeah, you'll be okay. And I was getting people that were messaging me and emailing me and saying, like, yo, man, like, I can't listen to you. You sound bad. I'm turning the station off because you sound so bad. And that's when I said, it was actually, I was leaving the station in a couple weeks. It just wasn't announced yet. So I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm, you know, but you worry about that kind of stuff with your throat. So I'm not there. I just, when I walked in today, Dutz mentioned, he's like, I heard you yesterday. It sounds worse today. Oh, I don't want to
fighting.
Yeah, this morning, man, he came in. He was talking about the show. I was like, dude, you sound not good today. Not good.
Fighting it.
It doesn't sound like sexy, raspy, because that's Sean. So Sean has the sexiest voice in the station.
Hey.
As voted by the wives and the girlfriends.
Hey, ladies. Remember Lauren Johnson from Fox 29? Lauren
Yeah, sure.
Johnson? She had stuff going on with her throat. She had to get surgery, all that.
I think Nick Cale had polyps or something in his throat as well.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
All right. So, and one thing, we'll get to news and then. So you said this to you. You were like, because I'm like, man, it feels like everybody's dragging today. And you were saying that Lane, your son, is sick.
Yep, fighting it.
So when the kid has the cold and the stuffy nose and stuff, when they're a year old, they can't blow their nose, and you can't give them NyQuil.
No.
Or at least you shouldn't.
And throughout the course of the day, they're running around and they got the snot bubbles. It's just disgusting.
But I said to you, you got to use the snot sucker.
Oh, no.
Dutch, you know what the snot sucker is?
No.
A 1-year-old can't blow their nose. And when they're stuffed up or they have a runny nose, then what do? They can't blow their nose. So there's this device where it's like how do you describe it? It's like a little cylinder that goes.
You squeeze it right at the bottom.
It's the turkey baster, right?
You got to. So what you do is you put the thing that goes up their nostril, and then it's attached to a tube, and then on the tube it goes up to where you put your mouth over. And you suck the snot. It doesn't come into it, but you're sucking the snot out of their nose. And you never have the snot never comes into the tube where you're sucking through.
Yeah.
But you said you can't do it.
Yeah, I know we have one. The wife does. I have never done that.
Liz can't do it either.
I get the wipes and just wipe his nose.
Right.
That's
So poor Lane is still.
And he's still dealing with it. Yeah.
But you would gag if you did the snot sucker?
Yeah, the snot sucker. As you're describing it, I'm gagging. So
yeah,
yes.
you're sucking the snot out of their nose. I would do it without the snot sucker if I needed to, and then just spit it. It doesn't affect me. It's not some stranger. It's my kid.
I know, but it's just the visual.
I mean, does it really taste all that bad?
Oh, man.
All right, so check it out. My little girl she had a runny nose, and it was like kind of, you know how you have a runny nose and it like, it'll go into your mouth, like, especially if you're not wiping it.
Yeah.
She was in the car seat. I was taking her to my in-laws, and she's like, I'm like, Bella. I'm like, stop. I'm like, let me give you a tissue. And she's like, but it doesn't taste bad. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Does it really taste bad? Do boogers get a bad rap, Sean?
Oh, it's disgusting. No. Yes. I don't know how to answer this. That's disgusting.
I mean,
Dude, it's like slimy and mucus. Like, that's
there's a stigma when it comes to boogers and snot.
Yes.
Is it unfair?
I mean, isn't it?
I don't think anybody would vote fair. I don't know.
Does it taste as bad as people say?
This is coming from
People
the guy
aren't
who's
eating their boogers, John. I don't know how people would assess that.
This guy's wondering why he's sick. He's like, maybe I might be sick.
I say this to Ray all the time. John's family has a new illness every week. It truly amazes me. I get there young.
It's kids, dude.
The one day John was coming, he's like, I'm cupping puke in my family. I'm like, dude, how do I?
Bella was throwing up down my shirt, in my neck, on my face.
Dude, like
they love this conversation during lunchtime.
And not that's right, it's lunchtime. And not even and thankfully it wasn't. It was all food, which is bad.
Yeah.
Because if it's really watery, like they just guzzled water and then they threw it up, then it's all over.
Bath. Come shave my head.
It doesn't. None of this stuff affects me.
Yeah, it definitely affects me. Everything affects me like that.
My wife can't even be in there when they're throwing up.
Oh, man.
They can't.
You got somebody.
Aaron in South Philly wants to talk snot sucker. All right, hold on. We'll get to the news and noon in a second. Aaron, go ahead.
Hey, guys. What's up, John? Hey, Sean. Yeah, you guys are exactly on. And, Sean, we have a 4-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. Luckily, the 2.5-year-old can blow his nose now. But when they're that little, we were just in the ER last week because overnight he couldn't breathe. So you try steam treatments in the shower, right? Turn the shower up all the way hot. Try to drain, like, the snot out. And I do the snot sucker. I'm the designated snot sucker.
Me too. No, you're right, Aaron.
Yeah.
The trick is you give them the bath because that loosens everything up, and then you can really get a boom.
Man.
And then the saline, and then the snot sucker. But Sean, there is a piece of like a guard, like a styrofoam almost, so you don't.
It
get
can't
the
go
snot
through.
Sucker. But I've gotten close. If you forgot the blocker, you might get some mouth snot.
That
but
is
it's all for the
hysterical.
love of the children. Sean. Come
Yeah, no, you're right about that. The designated snot sucker.
It's
Put that
scary. It's
put that
very
on a
scary.
T-shirt.
Well,
Yes.
listen, thank you, Aaron. If my throat continues to give me problems, I can just go around being hired to be
That's it.
the snot sucker.
That's it. We'll take care of it there. No, look, he was, he's just going through it, man. But it's funny throughout the course of the day. It's like, oh, dude, come here, get over here. Like,
Oh, God, the snot is all over the place. The poor kids.
Good grief.
All right. With all this appetizing conversation during the noon hour,
Go for a cheesesteak.
let's get to the news at noon with Dutz.
What a great transition.
Yes.
Hey, Ray.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back. Mad Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark the bait. Somebody's got a podcast with another terrible take.
That's great.
Everybody wants the news at noon.
I love how you.
Hey, Ray.
I love the with a terrible take.
Yeah, that one is.
That's a good one.
Other than that.
It's so bad, it's good.
I just don't understand how it sounds like he's talking farther and farther away each time you play it.
I did it.
I just don't get it.
I did it in my bed on my phone, just like this.
That's
Did
what
it
you
in the
do.
voice memo. Banged it out.
All right, Dutz, what do you got?
All right, we're starting things off in the NBA. ESPN, get up. They were talking about whether or not dynasties hurt or help the NBA. Vince Goodell had a very interesting take. He basically said that the Larry O'Brien Trophy is a participation trophy. Take a listen.
How do we know that any of the last 8 champions are actually validated because they have not done it again? Giannis is itching to get out. Boston is thinking about trading Jaylen Brown. They don't believe in their one championship. LeBron's one championship in LA was not enough. So why would it be enough for us?
Validate is the Larry O'Brien that I put on that shelf and it stays there forever. That's the validation. The Laker thing.
Oh, you mean participation trophy then?
I'm sorry, Larry O'Brien is a participation trophy?
If everybody gets one.
It is a actual trophy.
Yeah.
You won the league that year.
So I don't know the context of. Well, I know the context, but I don't know what else he was trying to say because you play that, it sounds as silly as you could possibly have something.
It was. Trust me.
Who is this guy, by the way?
He's pretty good. I don't mind him. They brought him on. He's from Detroit. I think he was doing stuff with Yahoo.
Is this Get Up or First Take?
This is Get Up.
Okay.
And he's pretty good, though, covering NBA playoffs. Like I said, he covers Detroit. I thought he's been really, really good on TV, articulate, analysis, all of the above. And then he comes with this take. Now, I think he got caught up. Again, hopefully this is the case. I think he was trying to say, as I often do, there is levels. So, yes, when you look at the dynasties and you look at the Lakers from the 80s, Celtics, Jordan's Bulls in the 90s, yes, Lakers with Shaq and Kobe, those are the best teams.
He's saying the Knicks are just another team that wins the title. There's a difference between the Knicks and the Lakers and the Warriors and the teams that are dynasties.
And you look at the last 8 years, what we've had, so... But to sit there and say that this team got a participation trophy, but you are an absolute stone cold idiot. That's a terrible take.
So was he saying that they're not going to win another one, or they need? Because he did bring up the fact that the Celtics are rumored with Jaylen Brown, which I think would be a mistake for Giannis. I would not be involved in that. I would not.
To go to Boston to play with Tatum?
Dude, Giannis, Giannis's former teammate, I forget who it was it Miles Turner, said that Giannis just would show up whenever he would want, if he would show up at all, and didn't get fined. Like you will they won before. I don't know what happened. You're the one, but that kind of behavior is not going to play. And I would never bring a guy in like that has his own rules, because guys are going to resent him.
Yeah.
And maybe Doc allowed him to get away with a lot of that stuff because that's kind of Doc. But I mean, there was enough talent on that team to where they shouldn't have missed the playoffs and they shouldn't have been as bad as they were. So you go up to Boston and you say we can't do that. That's fine. I don't know, man. Jaylen Brown's a really good player.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping that Mike Ganzi's on the phone with the Boston Celtics trying to figure out a way. I don't think that's ever possible. But, yeah, Giannis looks like he's going to end up in Miami. Could be Boston. Either way, that's not good.
It could be Boston.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, what else do we have, Dutz?
All right, John. The tour of Mikal Bridges. I'm sure each of you have seen at least one clip. He went live on Instagram for 30 straight minutes, threw shots at almost everyone imaginable, but I pulled the clip that I thought was one of the best. He was hammered at like 11 in the morning. He just went on and on and on. Take a listen.
Oh my God, Jeremy Sohan, Sochan, whatever. I call it Sochan, Sohan, or whatever. Jeremy, the savage, bro. The ultimate savage. They don't play all playoffs, all finals, and you put it in the last 10 seconds of the game, and you gonna tell him not to up, not to foul, not to give up open three, go guard Wimbyana, Victor, the French Prince, savage, bro.
Ooh.
He's on a bender.
Yeah, those guys. And they're still on a bender, and they will be tomorrow, and they will be for like the next couple of weeks. It sucks. I hate it.
It does. You know what you do? Don't pay attention.
Don't watch.
I'm not.
No, yeah, I want no part of that.
It's not in my algorithm. I'm not seeing anything come up. I want nothing to do with it. Congratulations. My buddy that's a Knick fan, he's not an obnoxious Knick fan. He finally, I remember, this is years ago now. He's like, I said to him, I hate the Sixers. This was in a group text. I hate the Sixers. He said, John, why do you hate the Sixers? And I said, well, it's difficult to explain in a text message. And it is difficult to explain in a text message. Now he understands why. Because you can actually see. You have Embiid doing the same thing he was doing a couple years ago. He's always injured. He's a great talent, flopping all over the place. And Embiid came back from emergency surgery 2 weeks and a couple days after having it.
That's right.
Like I feel bad killing the guy. I'm just so freaking fatigued with it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't think you're alone in that one. That's a club we're all a part of. The Joel Embiid Fatigue Club.
Ooh. Embiid Fatigue Club.
Everyone on the station would get on that one.
Embiid Fatigue Club.
No,
Look what you started.
That's a
Clip
negative.
No.
Clip it and say Brace hates Joel Embiid. He wants him out of Philadelphia.
Then we're anti-JoJo. He's our guy. And most likely he's coming back. That doesn't have a good vibe to me. All right? The objective Jalen Hurts, I can see why.
So let's do next segment. Our buddy wrote this on Crossing Broad. Something about Joel Embiid. And I thought it was really, really interesting.
Sean Bernard wrote it?
That he even is acknowledging this is where he feels like the team is with Embiid right now. It was last week he wrote. I made a note of it in my notes. I'm like, that's interesting that Sean said this.
All right.
Anyway, go ahead, Dutz.
All right, lastly, John, the World Cup talk. Your favorite, man. I put it in here just for you, Johnny.
Can I stop being labeled as a World Cup hater? Last night in the text chain, you said that. Oh, did we get that?
You were watching.
The thing that I sent last night? Yeah, it was on.
Yeah, you were watching.
Yeah.
I've been watching. No, but so there was something that happened last night that Petrilli sent, and then I forwarded it to these guys. But Dutz was like, why are you watching? Or like
he did say that.
Yeah, and I was like, what are you talking about?
It's a good game.
You spent all week on Friday saying, oh, yeah, the World Cup, I'm definitely going to be tuning into that. Oh, I'm a big World Cup guy, Sean.
That was day one, though.
Oh, come on.
We've had 17 games every day, so now the bug is bitten him. It happens. It happens every year.
You see, you're like Bill. I had it on the other day back there, and Bill's like, why are you watching this? He goes, you don't even know the players are on the team.
I've never said that. I know why people watch it. It's fun. People get caught up in the hysteria. I can't tell you. No, I said I can't tell you any players on the team, and that's true. Doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it.
Which is fair because they're all
right, get to your stupid story.
I can tell you all about the Ivory Coast.
All right, Barstool's Chris Clemmer said that he hates the World Cup because it takes away attention from baseball. Take a listen.
So here's why I actually hate it actively. And here's why. So this is kind of like baseball's time to shine. Like NBA Finals done, Stanley Cup Finals done.
Yeah, in June.
This is the time when baseball has a spotlight.
Are you
until after July 19th. So like now that window of baseball kind of owning the marketplace is gone.
Plummer,
this is always like.
I don't think it actually shines.
This is like kind of a dull time for baseball in general. Normally, like
baseball gets back in August. August is when baseball starts picking up.
July 19th is kind of when things start picking up.
No, because then August you have training camps start up, college football starts up. Like people start to.
You're sick in the head. He's sick in the head.
Yeah, I would say, dude, it's once every 4 years. Like, shut up. That's one.
But it's June.
Yeah.
He's also for bar. He's one of the baseball guys for Barstool.
okay.
So it's probably more likely a take than anything else.
Once every 4 years, we all got to suck it up. And I think it's really cool that the fact that it's most of the time I feel like the previous couple World Cups for me, all these games have been like in the morning, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon. Now we get like midnight games. Like, dude, I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, that's
Great.
awesome.
Yeah, we got another 4 games coming up today. Keep them coming.
Yep.
Keep them coming.
Dutz, I didn't know you were such a big soccer fan.
No, I told Nate it's hard to keep up with soccer because there's so many different leagues out in Europe that it's hard to keep up. But I'll keep up with the U.S. Like I won't watch I'll watch sometimes friendlies against like top teams, like when they played Panama, Portugal, Belgium, teams like that. But other than that, I really won't watch much.
All right, that's the news at noon with Dutz. Good job, Dutz.
Yeah, nice work.
Union, the Philadelphia Union. I'm a supporter.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I follow them, but I'm a supporter.
Good thing you're not following them this year.
The MLS is a legit, like, it's not one of the 4 majors. MLS isn't that far away from hockey, from the NHL. Just saying. It's not the NHL, not that far off. We look at the difference between the NHL and football, or NHL and some of the other ones. You know, there's a bigger gap between that than.
MLS has made a few mistakes over the past few years, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They had a little bit of fanfare, a little bit of awareness, and then they signed a huge deal with Apple TV that just took them off the TV.
Yeah.
So they got their money, and I'm sure the players made more money, and everybody's good. That's fine. But the league itself took a huge hit, and that's why when you say they're not one of the 4 majors, they're not. They were inching closer. I'm not even going to say they would have taken over, but there was a heck of a lot more awareness around the MLS a few years ago. Hey, look, man, greed is good for a lot of these people. All right, get paid.
Yeah, but if it doesn't help the sport, then great.
But if the players get paid, that's all that matters.
Short-term gain, yeah, but what about the next contract?
Everybody's greedy these days, man.
I know.
It's really painful to see. It's ruining everything. College sports, it's going down because of greed.
All right.
Everything.
We're going to get an update on Club Hertz coming up here with you in a little bit.
There's no greed in Club Hertz.
No, there's not. It is a community. There's a community feel.
That's it.
To it.
We stand by our man. One.
Let's go to Mad Mike. Mad Mike is actually starting. So there's Objective Club Hertz, which I felt like was very much I felt affiliated, and I supported Club Hertz. But for whatever reason, some of the executives at Club Hertz aren't as supportive of Objective Club Hertz. I don't know why. But Mad Mike wants to start his own Jalen Hurts club. Mad Mike, what is it?
Yeah, it's the Jalen Hurts is a fraud coattail riding loser club, and I'm going to get that out there, and we're going to blow both clubs away with everybody jumping on board.
You got to work on that tagline.
Casey, well, I know we're working on
Pretty
it.
long.
But we're noodling over it, but we're going to get Casey Boy to join our.
Casey
our
Boy
team.
yesterday said, and it's on my Instagram right now because Club Hertz did it up. He called him sus.
Sus.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is sus. He gets all this credit for I have an all-star team around me. Look, I threw for 2,900 yards with everybody around me. What a fraud coattail riding loser.
No.
He's
No.
And you know who else is a fraud? That moron, Mr. Magoo head coach.
Ooh.
Just wandering around the sidelines. Dangers all around him, and he just lucks into the Super Bowl.
So how did they lucked into a Super Bowl? How did they go to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years if the quarterback and the coach suck as bad as you say?
Because they had all-star talent all the time, and Jalen Hurts didn't have to do anything. And you can't argue this when the year they won the Super Bowl, he threw for 2,900 yards in 17 games.
But Mike, here's the deal, right? I don't think there's many people out there that think that Jalen Hurts is a guy that should be throwing 4,500 yards 50 times a game or anything like that.
Well, then stop telling me he's the man. He's not the man then. He's just a guy. If you took him off this team and put him on any other team, he would be barely a starter, probably a backup.
Depends on the team.
Yeah, name the team.
We can go through the list. No, not every other team. to your point, if he was on the Patriots last year, are they as good on the Patriots?
No.
Okay, I'd go with that. Maybe not.
They don't go to the Super. No, because he just lucked in. Both those two morons lucked into the situation, and they just got lucky.
Yes,
That's it.
I don't agree with that.
Put
I don't
Jalen
agree.
Hurts on Arizona Cardinals or Carolina Panthers. You tell me what kind of career he's having right now.
But then think about the quarterbacks that are playing for those teams. Think about.
But no, Sean. If he's such a good quarterback, he would elevate people to a level.
They
where
just got rid of their number 1 overall pick, who was drafted to be the franchise quarterback. You're talking about the Arizona Cardinals, and I'll push back on the New England Patriots. Yes, the same amount of success that they had last year with Drake May, they would have duplicated with Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, if not even better.
Guys, he's a fraud.
Oh, you're a fraud. You're a fraud.
He rode Saquon Barkley all the way to a Super Bowl.
It's a team
and then
game.
He became the Super Bowl MVP and stole it from Saquon, who rightfully deserved it when the whole team was just planning for him. And Jalen's just, look at me, one-on-one coverage, and I'm at the 40-yard line because the defense kept getting interceptions. I'm the Super Bowl MVP. Get the hell out of here.
You get out of here. You get out of here. I'm not leaving.
No, because I just shredded every argument.
No, you
had,
didn't.
And now every Jalen Hurts person is like, "Oh, get him off the radio before he says anything else."
Matt Mike. Here's the thing, right? Like, you may look at Jalen Hurts and be like, okay, he's an average regular season quarterback, and if he went to a lesser team, he's not winning a Super Bowl, or he's not a difference maker on those teams. I don't disagree with that, right? But then you look at a guy like Josh Allen. So if Josh Allen played in Arizona last year, they probably get more wins with Josh Allen than if Jalen Hurts went to Arizona, right? Josh Allen's one of the best quarterbacks. Hang on. Right, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen's also come up small in big games, right? Lamar Jackson, who he could go to Arizona and probably win more games than possibly Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson comes up small in big games. So the intangible that you don't want to acknowledge is that he plays big in big games, and that's not something Lamar or Josh Allen does.
Every other person around him plays big in big games. He is next level talent compared to both those teams. Josh Allen willed them to a Super Bowl with inferior talent.
Josh Allen's never made a Super Bowl.
Receivers.
Yeah, get him out.
All right,
get him
have
out.
fun in Hawaii.
Get him out. Put him in the bathroom with Gansey.
Dude, I put out this on my personal Facebook, not even a Hurts club or anything. And I put the stat of the week with Jalen Hurts. All right, and I got I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook. I got 32 comments.
Did you even put a comment, or you just posted?
I just posted it. And I looked at it right now.
Nice.
Someone says how many of those TDs were tush pushes from the 1 yard line, and then there's arguing that's going back and forth on it. Yeah. We're gonna have to have a Jalen debate day.
I am ready to lead Club Hurts to the new horizon for the show's sake. Absolutely. You want me to get me out there and debate some, as long as it's not Mad Mike. I'm not debating that.
He would have to be part of the other side of the Hurts debate.
There's stipulation. He's got to come with new material. I can't hear Mr. Magoo.
He doesn't have new material.
He's got to work on it.
Okay. I agree. He's the same things.
Great.
But do you remember when we did when Donovan returned, it was the chunky soup. We had the tug of war.
Yeah, the Campbell chunky soup.
Down at Tony Luke's. Mm-hmm. We had a big pool of chunky soup.
Who was the referee?
Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie was and he did the national anthem, I think. And he was the referee. You had the side of people that were pulling the rope for Donovan, and then you had the people that were anti-Donovan. I forget who won.
Is that how we settle it?
Yeah, that's how we settle it. No, but we do it debate style. And Mad Mike has to be a part of the other team.
I'm all for it.
So you would have Club Hurts, and then you would have we'd have to come up with a name for the anti-Hurts, and then Objective Club Hurts would kind of be in between.
In the middle.
Because I showed you what Objective Club Hurts is all about right there.
Riding the fence. You did. You stand up for him a lot more.
It's not riding the fence. It's being fair. I ain't riding the fence. I don't have to either hate him or love him.
You stand up for him. I like that.
Yeah, because you got to be fair. Like, Mad Mike's an idiot. Now, is this... I'll read you something on the other side, because Joe Thomas sent me a message based on the Facebook post, and I wonder if this is fair. That's coming up We have a Club Hurts update, and then one of our whack packers, Keith from Sharon Hill, is calling in for the Knicks parade tomorrow. What's to talk about?
Oh, God.
That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 975.
Hey, how about this? If you are trying to join Club Hurts, I'll have some Club Hurts laminated cards for you this Saturday, June 20th at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown for Modelo Match Night. So come on out and join me, Sean Brace, from 6 to 8 p.m. as we catch all the soccer action, enjoy the match night atmospheres, and raise, it says, a cold Modelo. I promise you this. We'll raise a couple Modelos with all of the fellow fans in attendance. Brooklyn Bowl. We'll be serving up Modelo drafts throughout the event all night long. We'll have exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways to hook you up with as well. U.S. men's national team will be playing on Friday, so we'll have some autographed kits to give away. And, of course, the John Paul's Ball. Come on out and see that. Everybody wants to win it. All right, so here's the deal. Whether you're looking for a place to catch all of the action, I have it for you. So I'll see you this Saturday, June 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown for Modelo Match Nights. All the details. If you miss anything, make sure you check us out at 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and the Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies cruise by the Marlins. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies offense keeps on rolling as they put up 8 runs against Tyler Phillips with Marsh, Schwarber, and Alec Boehm all going yard. Jesus Luzardo put together a great start, going 7 innings, striking out 9 batters, giving up just 2 runs. Phillies will go for the sweep later today with Andrew Painter on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. Even though they're off until late July, the headlines keep on rolling for the Eagles. This offseason, there has been multiple reports about Jalen Hurts not receiving the support from the organization. Zach Berman was on earlier this morning with Kincade and Salciunas and said that Hurts has the support from Jeffrey Lurie.
In that building, if you ask anyone who the biggest believer in Jalen Hurts is, they would say the owner. They would say Jeffrey Lurie. I don't think that loving Jalen is a problem from the ownership level.
The Flyers made their first move of the offseason, acquiring goalie Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Benoit in exchange for Sam Ersson, Emile Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. This update is sponsored by the Macomb Group. Visit macombgroup.com. The Macomb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the Macomb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit macombgroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the 76ers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out, they went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all. With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh? You haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I knew he threw a bunch of interceptions that one game.
Middays marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Bill Colarulo in the house. Objective Club Hurts. Objective, so can we say OCH after a while? The Objective Club Hurts is kind of wordy. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not Club Hurts.
It's not as bad as Mad Mike's. Hey, I'm going to start a club for riding the coattails and with Mr. Magoo.
So I got to actually text Casey Boy. Casey Boy yesterday says that he thinks Jalen Hurts is sus.
Yeah, that's not right.
Suspect for all the old people out there, like me. But I have young kids, so I know it now. Do you know my kids, when they said sus, I'm like, do you know what that's short for? And they're like, no, it's sus. And I'm like, it's short for something. No, it's not. Trust me, it's short for something. Suspect. They're like, no, it's not. It's sus. They don't get it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever, Gianna. Like, you're right. Yo, you're absolutely right. It's just, it's its own word. It's not short for suspect. You're right. Like, well, what does suspect mean? Sus is what it means. It's the same thing.
That's it.
You're suspect. Like, that person's suspect. You call them sus.
Sus.
But Casey Boy, according to Bill, and I would have to agree, because during during our segment yesterday, I had said you can be an objective Club Hurts. Bill says he's just a hater. He's a Hurts hater. So you have the Club Hurts.
Yes.
You have objective Club Hurts, and then you have the Hurts haters. Right? Which we're not going to start a club of Hurts haters. Maybe that's what Mad Mike needs to do.
No, you can't. No, we got to support our guy. But only one club has official membership cards.
And 1 o'clock today, you give the official Club Hurts update.
Yes.
All right?
Oh, we got some great sound. People are, the streets are talking. Still waiting for the merch to be on the site.
Not up there yet?
It's not up there yet, but it'll be up there ASAP. The shirt has been completed, so I'm excited to get that out there to the people.
All right. Let's go to Keith. Keith and Sharon Hill. Can we put them on the official Whack Pack of the show?
Oh, I love it. I'll never forget Keith again.
Keith and Sharon Hill is a Knicks fan. Keith, are you going up to the parade, or are you just going to be watching from down here? What's up?
I am literally in the process of navigating my way to getting there right now. My cousin lives in Manhattan, so I'm going up there and stay at his apartment, and we're going from there.
All right. Well, congratulations. Your team in a different city won a championship. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I mean, now I've literally lived to see all my teams win a championship, so that feels pretty good.
So who are your other teams, Philadelphia teams, and then the Knicks are just the one lone wolf?
Well, you know about the Yankees.
Oh, okay. So here we go. No, I didn't.
Oh, come
I did
on,
not
John.
know. All right. So
You gotta
you're
know about the Yankees.
You're a Yankee fan. All right. So
Yeah.
Yankees. All right. Yankees, Knicks. What else?
Eagles and everything else. That's it.
Yankees.
I'm a college.
Knicks.
I like Florida. It's college. I like Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay.
Now, why do you like the Yankees?
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, who went to where? Went to high school where?
In what, Harrisburg?
Cheltenham.
Oh.
From
that's
Cheltenham
right.
High School.
Cheltenham,
Graduated
that's
with my friend's dad at Cheltenham High School. Reggie Jackson, huh? But then you stop being a kid, then you grow up, because where did you grow up?
Right here in Philly. I told you why I can't be a Phillies fan.
Uh-oh. Why?
Huh?
No, why? I don't remember. Now we will remember everything you say, Keith. Go ahead. Is this race?
My uncle. Remember my uncle from the Philadelphia Stars?
Yes.
The Negro Leagues?
I do. I remember recalling this conversation now. We
Yeah.
actually Googled him. Yeah, we Googled him.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, you got your reasons. That's look, no hate, but you know what? Screw that parade.
Yeah. Screw you. Screw that parade.
Hey, Brace, I'll see you tomorrow night. I mean, Friday at Live, too. I'll come down.
Oh, beautiful.
So where are you going to be Friday?
Yeah, there's another thing I thought about, too, live casino. So Keith called the show and was like, I was hammered. Now, you remember I was running around with the Uncle Sam hat. I looked like I was crazy. So that's probably why he was like, Brace is messed
I think
up.
he was just messing
You know
with
why
you.
I said that? My daughter asked me, and I said, no, that's just crazy.
No, yeah, I'm just.
How old's your daughter, Keith?
She's 20. She'll be 21 this year.
Okay.
I know she didn't look at Brace, did she?
Not 20. I would have said like 17, 18, though. I thought she was a little on the
I
older.
didn't know she was a little. If you're bringing the, well, I guess you couldn't bring little kids in a casino. No allowed.
No, she can't come to that one either.
All right. Well, listen. Be careful up there in New York.
Yeah,
Keith.
Keith.
And give us
I'll call you guys from there.
Oh, yeah. Call us tomorrow from the parade. Nothing more we'd like than that.
And I heard you got a so there's a Knicks fan in the mist back there answering the phones, huh?
Oh, see?
Shukri?
Shukri is a Knicks fan, apparently.
Shukri's born and raised in New York.
Right.
But he's a Celtics fan.
He's everything.
He's not a Knicks fan?
He's a Celtics fan.
But he's also a Bruins fan, and he wears Flyers jersey. I feel like that he's into the sports in general.
Yeah, he loves
Correct. Yep.
But he's a Yankee fan first.
Yankee fan, Eagle fan, Celtics fan, Bruins fan. Those are the big four.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's not a Knicks fan. He's a Celtic fan.
Correct. Native New Yorker.
You know what he is?
I don't know, Keith.
He's a chameleon. That's what he is.
Depending on what happens?
He is all over the 95, though. He goes up and down. He's always on the move, though. I do know that. He's
Always
a hardworking son of a gun.
All right, is this a fair statement? This is Tom on Facebook. All right, I gotta find it because this is like again, Objective Club Herbst looks at it and it says, said when he won the Super Bowl, when he won the last Super Bowl was mostly because the offensive line was playing so well and they had a running game. If they don't have that, he is not good. That's Joe out there. I mean, let's face it. That season was built on Saquon Barkley, offensive line, great defense. And they had Devontae and they had A.J. Brown. But when we talk about the passing offense, even the year that they won the Super Bowl, there was after the Carolina game where A.J. was asked and he said the passing offense. And then Brandon BG said on the radio that, he said that their relationship isn't great or however he phrased it. And
One's trying.
Yeah, he said one. Yeah, he did. He said one's trying. And then they had the game against Pittsburgh. They came out and they actually had a breakout game and the passing game looked good. Let's not act like the passing games really ever look good on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't.
No, it hasn't. But you still got to believe.
But in the big games, the passing offense has looked really good.
You're damn right.
And here's another thing that based on what Mad Mike said. He was talking about, oh, well, does he win with – he goes to Arizona. Who's winning in Arizona with that roster? There's no quarterback in the NFL. Now, could they win more games with a Josh Allen than a Jalen going down there? Sure. But give me the team that doesn't have talent. Do the Rams have an all-star team?
Hell yeah.
Did they won a Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have an all-star team.
Yep.
They have a bunch of high-priced veteran star players, right?
Detroit Lions have an all-star team.
All-star team.
Yep.
Who's the team that wins the Super Bowl that doesn't have an all-star team? Seattle's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's wide receiver in football.
Pretty good squad. Yep. Really good defense.
Really good defense.
Yep. Hey, I know we got a quick one here, but other side, we have a video that was just put out. Audio from Mike Gansey with his take on what took place yesterday.
Oh, so he put a video out. No way. Was this from an interview, or were they smart? They just put something out.
Just put it out, fresh, off the presses.
Mike Gansey, he jinxes a no-hitter during the broadcast last night immediately. We'll play that, and then we'll play the Gansey. It's awesome that they already responded to this, because it's all done in good fun.
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part.
At the end of the day, that pitch was already thrown. Not much you could do.
Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about your downtime. Make it fun time. That's right, with BetParks. Download the BetParks online casino and sportsbook app right now. You can play online slots, blackjack, roulette, and hundreds of online slots. And what's going on with sports right now? You got the big soccer tournament. You got baseball. This is what I was doing on the BetParks app last night. I was looking at some of the pro football teams and saying, like, all right, let me put together a parlay. Who's winning the NFC East? Who's winning the South? Who's winning the North? Right? Like a couple bucks, you can win big money if you're right. So much to do, including today, Philadelphia baseball. Check it out. New online casino users can also get up to $500 casino bonus back in your first 24 hours. BetParks online casino and sportsbook, where there's always another way to win. Must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. New users only. Terms and conditions apply. See BetParks.com for details. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Houston, that was a loss, obviously. And I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in. And I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl, period.
He hasn't won one.
Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh, my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller's still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer. I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Burning down the house. I just texted Casey Boy and I said, sorry, pal, we've been told that you're a member of the Hertz Hater Club. Well, I mean, I think that's we have our factions.
Oh, man.
We have Club Hertz, Objective Club Hertz, and Hertz Haters.
I don't like supporting the haters. The Objective, like, look, I'm not down with it because, you know, it was started based off of the strength of our club, but that's all right. Let our lawyers handle that if we have a case or not. But the Hater Club, come on, Casey Boy, he can't be a hater. He's a diehard Eagle fan. He had a baby because of the Eagles, remember?
Huh?
Yeah. He's the one that said when they went on the trip to San Francisco, I think.
Oh, that's right.
He had a baby because of the Eagles. You can't be a Hertz. You can't be a hater of the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. You just can't.
No, he is not a positive fan, Casey Boy.
No, he's one of those.
He's a little bit older than you, a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
So a Buddy Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us evolved past Buddy Ryan. Casey hasn't yet.
That's funny.
He's still thinking, Jalen Hurts, So we're busy for the rest of the show, so we're not going to do it today. Tomorrow we're going to play it. Maybe, what's tomorrow? Thursday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to play it and see if he should be Objective Club Hertz or Hertz hater. Most people saying that he's a Hertz hater.
I agree. Yeah, if you made that decision right now, I'm definitely go with the latter.
All right, so Mike Gansey, our buddy, the new president of basketball ops for the 76ers. By the way, I enjoyed the broadcast last night with him sitting in the front row. It was fun. It was something different.
I did. I don't know if the people behind him did.
Well,
those people were miserable, it looked like.
Well, the little kid kept coming up on the broadcast and
imagine you get those seats for the one time and then next thing you know this
it's chaos.
This shenanigans are in front of you.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the best locations they've done. I like it when they're in the outfield.
Agreed.
A little bit too much being behind home plate, but you take shots. You don't know how it's going to be until you do it.
Yeah.
So I applaud NBC Sports Philly and the Phillies, and the guys all did a good job. But so Mike Gansey, and they did a really good job, like bringing Gansey over to do the spot where he comes in and he sits with the guys. It's really smart because you're out there with the people. It's fun. So there's a no-hitter that's going on. What inning was this? This wasn't the second inning. This was
fourth or fifth.
Yeah, it was to where you're starting to think, all right, they got something here. Now, the unwritten rule of baseball fandom, and some people say broadcasting, is you don't mention the no-hitter because it's a jinx. Now, obviously, there's, does it really control whether Luzardo's going to give up a hit or not? No, but still, it's one of these things. So listen for Kruk's reaction, but listen to Mike Gansey last night when they bring him on the broadcast.
How's everything going your first couple of days?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad we're out to a 8-0 start right here.
Yeah, we are.
First game, man.
No
First game for this
hitter
guy.
still intact.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Luzardo's been, Mike.
We need the oh boy.
There's so much there. Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Well, he says 8-0. That's a basketball term. You're on an 8-0 run.
8-0 run. Yeah, the O. The O is definitely like screamed at me. Like, wait a minute.
That's basketball because it doesn't sound like a baseball guy.
This guy know ball? He knows hoop. I don't know if he knows baseball though. But he did talk about Bernie Kosar, so he knows a little bit about the Browns.
So he's a big sports fan.
All right.
There you go. But anyway, so he right on cue, not edited, merely seconds after saying still got the no hitter, he gives up the hit, and the no hitter's gone. Right? No, but what inning? What inning was that?
That was
the fourth thought.
Was it the fourth? Did he only go 4? I was like, I had the kids running all over last night, so I had it on the TV, but I didn't see when it got broken up.
So the final score is 8-2, and Jesus.
Like, at what point does a no hitter really become
7
a no-hitter?
innings? At what point does a no hitter really become a no hitter?
That's my question.
I would say no.
Sixth. It was the 6th inning.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, look.
No, so it was the top of the 5th that he got a hit.
I would say right around there. That's 7th is way too late. 5th inning, you start paying attention to it.
I feel like that it's not a no hitter yet. If you've only gone 4 and haven't given if you go through the order twice, that's when it's like, okay, now you got a no-no watch.
I like that.
That's not a no-no watch. So for him to say that there, I wouldn't even have considered it a no-hitter. I mean, I'm certainly not coming out saying still got the no-hitter.
I'm telling you.
It's through 4 innings.
Do you have a 5th inning is the cutoff line.
If you go 5, it becomes a no-hitter.
It's a feel fact. If it's the bottom of the 5th inning and I look up at that scoreboard and I see zeros, I'm thinking no-hitter. 4th inning, way too early. 5th inning, I don't know. It's
in the 5th inning.
In the 5th inning.
I want to see it go through 5, and that's where I say, okay, he's working on something.
All right.
Davis on the text line, voice memo, 610-632-0975. That's the phone line. Send your voice memo. Send your regular text memo. Name and location, 610-632-0975. Really early to be. If it was all right, so let me say it to you this way. Because Gansey, he put out a video regarding it. If it's the 8th inning and he sits down and he says, got a no-hitter going on here. That's a whoa!
Yeah.
5th inning, like, all right.
Let's pull him out and throw him out the street like Jazz. See ya. No.
That's a lack of situational awareness.
Correct.
You can't say that in the 8th inning. I think he would have, honestly.
Wow.
You agree?
Might have. Might have.
All right, well, here's Gansey. He puts out a video today, and here he is. Go ahead.
Hey, Seuss, what's up, man? Apologize for last night. I jinxed you with your no-hitter. But you pitched great, got a win. It's all that matters. Really, really enjoyed my first Phillies experience. It was great time, great atmosphere, and excited. You guys are rolling. Hope you guys keep it going. And, I got 2 tickets for you anytime you want to come to a Sixers game. Go Phillies and go Sixers.
That a boy.
Only 2?
Nice work.
I hope you have bet more than 2 tickets.
He's connected. He can hook people up.
I know.
You know that.
But so he was probably there with the family last night. He's got a beautiful family. His daughter, I think his oldest is the daughter, and then he's got a couple of little ones under that. And so, go out to the ballpark, have a good time. They had him in a jersey. Did he have a jersey on last night?
He did.
I think?
He had the cream jersey. And then Nick Nurse was with them as well.
Nick Nurse was with them?
Yeah, he had the city.
He had the city. Yeah, he did. He had
right.
the city. Yeah, so, listen, I don't think he has to put out an apology, but it's good that they did recognize that this became something that we're talking about here. It's a talk radio thing.
No, this is everywhere now.
Well,
Awful
social media.
Yeah. You're right.
So awful. So
Awful
it became a story.
Yeah, they just put it out there. And why not? Because it's hysterical. But you're right. He does get off a little bit easier due to the fact he was only the 5th inning.
Yeah.
But what about the timing of that?
1 out in the 9th, and he sits down and he says, yeah, got the no-hitter. Now, they wouldn't bring him in the 9th.
Yeah.
Maybe the 7th.
He's going to join Kate and Ala in the booth. Sixers are going to be up by 20. Oh, we got this in the bag. All of a sudden, they blow it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't bring Gansey on the microphone.
You got to watch our microphone. Bring him on our microphone. 6th inning, okay, he mentions the no-hitter. It's kind of like, yeah, he can't do that. 7th inning, you absolutely can't do it.
No.
It's no outs in the fifth inning, too. So he's only pitched 4 no-hit innings. Let's not get overboard on what a no-hitter. Is that really a no-hitter watch
Yes.
through 4 innings? It is
Yes,
not.
it is.
It is not.
If you make it through 3 innings, the 4th inning, I'm with you. The 5th inning, it's a no-hitter.
Dutz, when on the MLB Network does it become a no-hitter watch?
Oh, that's later.
I thought it was the 7th.
Yeah, I agree. What's what I'm
that's
saying.
why I said the 7th, because that's when you get the alert. Like with Yamamoto the other day against Chicago, they put Yamamoto
and I
no-hitter,
saw it.
and then
That's what I
Mookie
saw.
Betts
Yeah, exactly.
Right away.
commits the error and screws it up.
Yep.
Now, I just think that's 2 different things. The no-hitter watch is later. That's later. If I'm programming MLB Network, that's later. But if I'm just sitting down at the yard and I look up at the scoreboard and I see zeros, it's the 5th inning. I think to myself, I could be watching a no-hitter.
But isn't that the same thing? I mean, seriously, isn't that the same thing? I agree with you. The no-hitter watch is extreme because if you hear there's a no-hitter going on, you're going to watch it to see what's going on.
Yeah, and
if it's through 5 innings, I don't know if you're going to be, I need to get to the TV right away.
It might be more 8th inning. Might be like bottom of the 8th. Or
It's at least the 7th.
Yeah, definitely. You're right.
I got to support Mike Gansey on this.
Okay.
5th inning, no outs. Luzardo looked good. Did he look like he was going to throw a no-hitter last night? He didn't have the no-hitter feel last night. I never felt like it was actually happening. If you're in the 6th inning and Gansey sit down and he says, "Hey, what's up, T-Mac? Hey, no-hitter going on here. This is the best thing ever." All right. 7th inning, you can't say it.
Still no situational awareness by your boy.
Right, but 5th inning, I don't know if it's situational. I mean, I wouldn't have said no hitter at all, but that's me because I'm a stupid baseball fan.
I wonder if people were at the yard and they were watching the game and they knew. Like people that were at the game yesterday, we'd love to hear from you. When did you start to think, did you think that there was a no-hitter?
No, because they got a hit in the 5th inning. Who cares? It didn't even go 5 innings. They went 5 innings. What are we talking about?
I don't react that early. I like 6th. Middle of the 6th, 7th inning. That's where I kind of get into it.
Yeah,
It's kind of fair.
It was a leadoff single.
Yeah, it was.
He literally just sat down. It was a leadoff single. In the 5th. With 4 innings of no-hit ball. That's not a no-hit. That's not a no-hitter watch. That's not where we need to be raising a fuss because he said it. It's not the 7th inning or the 6th inning. He didn't even go for he got 12 outs.
How's everything going your first couple of days?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad we're out to a 8-0 start right
Yeah,
here.
we are.
First game, man.
No
First
hitter,
game
no
for this
hitter
guy.
still intact.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Luzardo's been,
Oh,
Mike.
he almost said
Mike.
it.
So good. We need more on the back end because I was watching it, but I don't remember what they said.
Oh.
All right, coming up, we have a big 1 o'clock hour. Sean Brace has the rat tail. It's being shaved next segment.
We say goodbye to the rat tail.
And if you don't know why he has it, we'll explain coming up next. And a Club Hurts update. That's ahead. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Going for the sweep. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies will go for the sweep after the offense went off last night for 8 runs, with Jesus Luzardo making another strong start, going 7 innings, striking out 9 batters, giving up just 2 runs. The Flyers made their first move of the offseason, acquiring goalie Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Benoit in exchange for Sam Ersson, Emile Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. Flyers general manager Danny Briere joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today to talk about what we can expect from the team this offseason.
There's not a lot available on July 1st, but there's a lot of players that are talked about, star players that are talked about as possible trades. So we're staying on top of that. If there's a chance to strike that makes sense, we're going to jump on that.
The World Cup rolls on as Portugal takes on DR Congo and England takes on Croatia in the second game of the 4 on today's schedule. This update is sponsored by the Macomb Group. Visit macombgroup.com. The Macomb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the Macomb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit macombgroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the 76ers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
Got something to say about Philly sports?
Text us on the Davis Honda text line at 610-632-0975.
Don't feel like typing? You can leave a voice memo and be heard on the air without even calling.
The Davis Honda text line on 97.5 The Fanatic. Feel the Davis difference at Davis Honda in Burlington.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked-over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers.
All right, we're back. Middays, Marks. 97.5 The Fanatic. It is John Marks, Sean Brace. Joining us in studio right now. He's coming up at 2 o'clock wearing a very heavy Flyers sweatshirt. Ray Dunn.
Hey, Ray. Hey, I heard that Danny Briere on the morning show, so figured I'd rep today. Plus, I don't want to wear anything I'm not going to wear in Jamaica. So.
Oh, so you already did your laundry?
I did the laundry. I've not done the packing. There is one bathing suit in that suitcase right now, and I think that's all that right now is packed.
How many, when do you leave?
Friday morning.
So you leave Friday morning, and
Correct.
then you return when?
Tuesday night.
Yeah, I told you it wasn't a full week.
Right. No, I'll be back. Don't worry. You think I could afford a full week in Jamaica?
How about
I sold a kidney to get there.
Earlier, Sean said you were off next week.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, huh?
I'm only missing the most important day next week, but that's, besides the point.
Oh, that's right. You're away for the draft.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm landing at 7:53, I think. So if you need me to pop on, I could probably make it by the time they pick.
7:53 Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
So you'll be in Wednesday.
I'll be in Wednesday, and if you need me Tuesday night while you guys are on YouTube, you just give me a call. I'll pop in, all burnt and everything.
I like it.
Hey, Ray.
All right, cool. So we're going to on the tail end, pun intended.
Hey, now
we'll do the Club Hertz update. We'll take a phone call, but Sean Brace, let's see it. Remove the headphones if you're watching on YouTube or you want to watch on YouTube. It's a good time to get there right now. Now, Sean Brace has the makings of a rat tail. How long has it been since you shaved it? Oh, my God. It's grosser than it's ever looked. No, it's not long, but it's gross.
It can fly in the wind.
At least if it was longer, it would look like a rat tail. It just looks like a patch of hair on the back of your head.
All right, so this is May 3rd. May 3rd.
So if you don't know, Sean is bald, shaves his head, has a nice, fresh, clean shave today.
Yeah.
And has left a patch in the back of his head that would be a rat tail if it could get longer. Oh, the thing looks so gross.
Somebody drew if Bayless put Steve Harvey around it with a big mustache.
It does kind of look like a, the Hitler mustache. Yeah, the Hitler.
It does look like a Hitler
longer
stash.
than that, but I'm finding it's not the 80s Jim Jackson stash.
Yeah.
It's a Russ Joy stash, but shorter.
Shorter. What you wouldn't want to do is draw a face in the back of your head. Is really what we're saying.
That's a great idea.
Be misconstrued.
Does anybody have a Sharpie to shave it?
Nope, it's over. This is it.
So, Sean, at the time, you had said what? I don't remember how this started.
I remember exactly how this started. It was during the YouTube chat recap, and you said something along the lines of, oh, yeah, well, what if they win 2 games? You should grow a rat tail. I go, I'll grow a rat tail if they win 2, because I never thought that the Sixers would even win 2 games.
So this was the Celtics series. So we painted ourselves blue when they won the series.
Correct.
And because they won 2 games.
Yeah.
It looked like they were going to get swept.
Right.
So Sean said
losing 5.
He'd have a rat tail. So they won not only did they win 2 games, they won 4 games.
Yeah. They won 4 games, beat the Celtics. We got the banner hanging here inside the studio, and I have a rat tail still on June 17th.
Can I say one thing about this whole thing? In retrospect, the fact that them winning the series was you guys going blue and 2 games was you growing a rat tail feels like it should have been the reverse.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Much more extreme to have a rat tail on the back of the head.
Yeah, it's been a pain in the ass to shave around, to deal with, to explain.
To look
But
at.
a part of me, I don't really look at it, right? My wife was disgusted by it for a long time. But a part of me was thinking, like, man, this would be pretty cool if I can grow a rat tail. Because I don't have hair. So, like, now for the first time in my, 25 years, I have hair.
Right.
So this is what it's like.
Well, you should grow the entire back out to get to skull it.
Well, you want me to look like Howard Lutnick? Is that what you want? Grow to Lutnick? No, I'm good on that.
Yeah, go skull it. But then when it gets long, you can put it in a ponytail.
It ain't getting that long. I don't think.
I think that's as long as it's going to get.
If the Sixers win the title, you'll grow.
I promise you. I'll run around with the Martelli if the Sixers win a title for a full year. Mark the tape. Watch, they're going to trade for Jaylen Brown and win the championship next year. Anything's possible. Let's do it. For a full year. Could you imagine that?
Can we get to work on that on
that would be
on
tough.
ChatGPT?
That would be tough.
Computer spitting back what?
Looking like Kornheiser for the next year.
All right, so let's get it out of the way. Ray, are you shaving it?
Am I?
Yeah, Ray.
Or are you just in here? Well, he's not going to be able to do it.
I was coming to witness, but yeah, sure. I'll shave it.
Shave it up. Shave me up, Ray. Come on.
So Ray in his Flyers sweatshirt, and Sean is going to. Do we want to get video of this? Somebody get video. All right. So Dylan is now in the studio. You can watch this live. Do you want to turn it around so the YouTube chat can see it?
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, let me get the microphone here. Hey, let me go this way. Sorry. Yep. Sorry. We're doing a dance. Making a little love.
All right, move that towel down a little bit so we can
shave my rat tail tonight.
So Sean has his beard trimmer.
Yep.
That looks like it's powerful enough to take down the.
Oh, that feels great, Ray. Thank you.
All right, he's trying to go through. It's taking a couple swipes.
You can press a little harder, Ray. It's not going to hurt me. Yep.
Sean has a fat back of his head too,
it's
so
a
it's
fat cap.
It's not like a bowling ball where it would be.
If you threw it on a smoker, that would be where you want to start.
You really do have. I could grab you by the back of the head.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, it is not all. It's not all coming because the trimmer, of course, doesn't take it all the way down.
Nah,
you don't have the back.
Yeah.
What was the thing you did?
Skull shaver.
The skull shaver. You don't have the skull shaver.
Yeah, the skull shaver had a little bit more power.
Right.
This thing is definitely a little on its last legs. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I mean, I've been trimming my undercarriage for a long time, Ray, with that thing. How's that feel?
Oh, that doubles as a. What do they call it?
I kid, Ray. That's not the one I use.
All right. Well, it looks like it's done.
Is it gone? Oh, look at that.
Congratulations.
I
Thank
feel
you,
good.
Ray. Congratulations.
I feel good. Thank you. I feel good.
But like the lead, Dylan, make sure you get it. It isn't. Look how fat the back of your head is, because you're a handsome guy. You're in good shape.
Yeah, my head.
You need the profile picture of it, the video of it. It is fat.
My head is fat. Yeah, I got a fat head. I got a big old back fat cap. I don't know what it is. It's like, yeah, well, you nailed it. If I lost weight, my face would go down a little bit. Portugal on the board, 1-0.
Goal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ray, thank you.
Hey, no
Hey, thank you.
Now, Ray, you're also a member of you're a card-carrying member of
Correct.
the
Yes,
Club
I've got
Hertz.
it on me.
So there's a lot of people are saying, including Colorulo, who said that Casey Boy should be designated to the Hertz Hater Club.
Hertz Hater Club.
So
he did call him sus. That was a little much.
And I think we're going to hold it till tomorrow to play it to see if he does deserve to be in the Hertz Hater Club. So we're going to have a day of debate over Jalen, and we would have different factions that would be able to argue. I don't know where's Salciunas, because he was saying
According to the internet, he's Hertz #1 hater, right?
Right, which we know is not true, but he was painting the picture that it's a really big year for Jalen as far as the production.
Right.
But I mean, is John Kincade Club Hertz?
I think he'd be Club Hertz.
Right?
Yes.
Seemingly.
Yes. Definitely would be.
All right, you're trying to be Club Hertz.
I'm a card carrying member.
I still don't really buy it. Dutz is not Club Hertz. He's also a Bronco fan.
I'm Club Bo, baby.
Yeah,
Club Bo.
Club Bo.
There you go, Club Bo.
Yeah.
Is there any club haters or Hertz?
Casey.
Casey.
That's it, though. From
Well, I
the
think
station.
Salciunas, just for the bit, should have to be on the hater side of it. I don't know if he will.
Well, I also think that your boy Bill's kind of like a fake objective club hurts.
So he's really a hater, but
Right.
he doesn't want to be.
This
negative.
is like his first step towards the hater club. He's not there yet. He's decided that if he's going to go full bore Sirianni love, he can't necessarily back the quarterback.
Sure.
Because then that would eventually put blame on the head coach.
Like it's also he's as far as being in the objective club hurts, he also recognizes, like I do. I think I'm more supportive than Bill is.
Yeah.
He recognizes like, oh, okay, well, like the team doesn't support him, his teammates don't support him, nobody says anything good about him, no one defends him. Everybody loves A.J. Brown and calls him the best teammate they've ever had. I wonder if there's anything there to that. So that's a part of being objective club hurts. Like you're being objective, all those things are true.
Should we do like the Hurts belief spectrum where we got like one side to the other? You're either like far to the one Hurts
Right, so
degree.
an objective club hurts would be 5.
Yeah, you're
all the
a
way
5.
up, all the way up till probably maybe 6. So I'm probably more than the halfway point.
Oh, okay.
Because like Sean will say it, I defend Jalen quite a bit.
He does.
Yeah.
And I was just doing it on Facebook, my new favorite place to go, because someone checked in and says, let me get his name here.
I will tell you this: Twitter is absolutely shot these days.
Yeah,
it is.
It's bad.
It's going way beyond anything that I thought we would be, and it's
So glad I built my following there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean it can't be good again. But his name's Jonathan. He says, yeah, it's on the stat. Did you hear the stat we were talking about earlier, right?
6 most touchdowns combined through first.
Right, because you had the rushing stats in there.
Right.
Kind of pump it up.
Quarterback's job is to score points.
Agreed.
Put points on the board.
A lot of people pointed out that there's a lot of tush-push touchdowns here, which is that really something that's transferable year to year? It's not.
Did he get them down the field?
He did, but now he's not going to be able to use that.
That's fine.
He also had 26 passing touchdowns last year and only 5 interceptions.
Who
Right?
else is on this list? Cam Newton, Dante Culpepper, Josh Allen. Don't they rush the football in too? I mean, Josh Allen's got a couple pushes over these years.
Cam Newton's got 14 more passing touchdowns. So the stat is first 5 years, in his first 82 starts, Jalen Hurts has thrown 109 touchdown passes and rushed for 63. His 172 total touchdowns is 6th most in NFL history by a quarterback in his first 82 career starts. Now, you cherry-picked 82 for a reason. Why don't you just go full
That's where he's at
season?
at this point, right?
And anyway, is that what it is? Does he have 82 starts?
I think that's where we're at.
Okay. So he trails only Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Dan Marino, Andrew Luck.
That's company right there.
More than Burrow, and then it's Cam Newton, Culpepper, and Brett Favre. And with Brett Favre, he played when there weren't as many passing touchdowns and things like that. But, like, he's a prolific passer. So, like, I put that out there. So Jonathan checked in and said, this is the definition of a junk stat. Raw numbers absent of context to otherwise mundane facts to make them seem impressive accomplishments. No one else on that list needs to be reminding people how good they are. That should be a clue. And then clown emojis. Wow.
Clown emojis. We're clowns for supporting Jalen Hurts.
Hurts Hater Club.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of hashtag Club Hurts on that thread there. Nice work by everybody.
No, there are.
51 comments you got on that Facebook post. That's the most in Facebook history.
I wasn't even trying. I just put something out. I was trying to put something out to counter the programming of Club Hurts. Because since I made the objective Club Hurts. Yeah, so I was like, I need to put some stuff out there.
Put some good and some bad. So what's the stat tomorrow? I feel like that should be good. You should go one day where it's positive, one day where it's negative.
I'm going.
Don't give him ideas.
I'm just going with whatever's out there. That's objective Club Hurts. See, I'm not about doing fake things.
Well, I feel like objective would be keeping yourself level.
Did you see the picture that I put out? The first post I put out, Objective Club Hurts?
I saw your Instagram story. I can't say that I looked at it. I just rolled right past.
It's a picture of Jalen looking kind of
confused.
Yeah.
That was when Petula called
So are you
four
a little
verts. That's what it was. It was when Petula called the 4 verts, and that's when and then he gets blamed for it. Like my guy, Jalen Hurts, would call that play. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Let's go, people.
All right, Ray. Listen,
All right.
buddy. Thank you. Go get ready for your.
Sounds good. You want to guess
Hey,
what
Ray.
we're leading off with today?
Flyers?
No.
Sixers?
No.
Eagles?
World Cup?
World Cup. No, I'm just kidding.
Ivory Coast. You're going to talk. You're going to break down the Ivory Coast.
The Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Oh, go have a smoke before the show, Ray. Go get your last cigarette in. Thank you. There he is, Ray Dunn, coming up at 2 o'clock. Sean, did you have because we've talked about Club Hertz, but we haven't had the official update to Club Hertz.
Yeah, we will have an update right here, right now. Now, as usual, we got Dutch behind the board, so we got some. What we're going to do to give you the update with Club Hertz, we're going to give you some of the hits from the previous day that people are pledging their allegiance and bring them to you on air. So a little tough for me to do because these guys don't leave their names because they're sending it via their Instagram, so on and so forth. But with that being said, we got two good ones here. This is what it is. Folks, if you want to join the hottest growing club in America, I emailed you that club. You good? All right. ClubHurts1@gmail.com. ClubHurts1@gmail.com. Follow along on Instagram at ClubHurts. This is what you got to do.
Hey, this is my testimony as to why I need to be in Club Hertz. See this here Cowboy Killer shirt? Been watching the Eagles since I was 3-4 years old because my grandfather was a Philadelphia fire chief who passed away when I was 2. All I knew is he never missed the Eagles game. I love y'all, man. Club Hertz, let's go. VIP champagne bottle service table for Anthony in Florida.
We got you, Ant.
Is that Anthony or
Keep it
Welder?
going. Keep it going. Next one.
I'm what you would consider to be a Jalen Hurts mega fan. I see the man as someone who is clutch and elite when it matters the most, like the Super Bowl. I see a man who has made his teammates around him extremely better, and I just vehemently disagree with the people who continue to move the goalposts as to what is considered to be an elite quarterback.
Hurts on the right, he might go. Jalen Hurts, touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's right. ClubHurts1@gmail.com. That's the number one. Send an email. We'll send you a bounce back reply. All you got to do, 15-second video, whatever you want. Get creative. Show us your love for number one. And, of course, everything can be found over on Instagram at Club Hertz. We're back, and we're better than ever. We're going to have merch. We got membership cards that have been sent out.
Actual membership cards.
I'm a card carry member right here, right now. Yep. Number one.
Show YouTube.
1 versus 1. 1 and 1.
Oops, sorry. You're like Cy Sperling. You're not only the Club Hertz president, but you're also a client.
That's right.
Huh.
But there's plenty of room for everybody. None of the naysayers. And if you say sus, he's sus. No, we don't have room for you either. However, there's plenty of room because this is our guy. We got to stand for our man right now. A lot of people are being disrespectful with their list, their rankings. You know what it is. It's the summertime. Got to come up with something creative. Oh, Saquon Barkley. He praises the head coach. Guess what? He's saying that because he doesn't like Jalen Hurts. Oh, good for you connecting the dots on that one, you dumb. Ultimately, Jalen Hurts, we got to stand by our guy. He brought us a Super Bowl, been a pretty darn good quarterback. This is the club for you. ClubHurts1@gmail.com.
All right. There you go. No, Saquon's a guy that he unites. He doesn't divide. AJ's a divisive personality. Even though everybody loved him, he's still like.
They said I was a diva.
Did he maybe add to the frustration to some other players on offense that were like, you know what? No, this guy stinks. You're right.
Yep.
Saquon's not that guy.
No, definitely not.
Saquon was in the parking lot when they had the meeting in the parking lot. Then it got, I think Kempsky reported that they had a meeting in the parking lot, and then the Eagles got pissed and were like, it was not a meeting. So then Jimmy came on, and he's like, I want to make this clear. He came on with us. I want to make this clear. It was not a meeting. It was a chat or something like that. I'm like, why? Like, Jimmy, why are we arguing about, like, they talked in the parking lot?
Oh, God. That's just too much.
I felt bad for Jimmy because what he was reporting was right.
It's too much from the Eagles or anybody that's going to say that. And I understand what he's got to do. But, man, yeah, meeting in the parking lot, like no one's saying, oh, all of a sudden, what, we got a sign-in sheet? People are, checking attendance? It's an official meeting? No. Yeah, you had a conversation. Grown men. That's it.
That's all you need to do. All right. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. We have the YouTube chat recap. Also, listen, we're the Flyer Station, and you know me. Any reason to talk hockey, Duts? That's what I do.
Oh, you're on it, Johnny.
I'm just telling you.
Pucked up.
And we can play the horn next segment then. All right, Danny Briere joined the morning show. Are we expecting a lot of movement and action in the offseason? Are we? There's been a lot of talk among the fans. What does Danny Briere say? That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, let's talk about Bet Parks, online casino, and sportsbook app. We talk a lot about the gaming aspect of it, right? So we're always talking about, what What about the baseball team? What's going on in pro basketball? Obviously, football and everything else. But did you know their online casino and sportsbook app? That's what it is. BetPark's online casino and sportsbook app. You can play online craps, blackjack, roulette, hundreds of online slots, play real casino games for real money, and you can bet on the World Soccer Tournament going on right now. All your sports right on your phone. Live bet Philadelphia baseball. Everything you got going on right now, futures. And that's what I'm big into right now is pro football futures. Over, under wins. Am I going over? Am I going under? Division, conference, everything's right there on the BetParks app. It's the only online casino and sportsbook app I would ever recommend. Must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
A big offseason ahead. I'm Brandon Dutz, and an important offseason lies ahead for the Flyers as they made their first move of the offseason, acquiring goalie Joseph Woll and defenseman Simone Benoit in exchange for Sam Ersson, Emile Andre, and a 2026 third-round pick. Danny Briere joined the morning show to discuss what we can expect from the team in the coming months.
There's not a lot available on July 1st, but there's a lot of players that are talked about, star players that are talked about as possible trades. So we're staying on top of that. If there's a chance to strike that makes sense, we're going to jump on that.
This offseason, there has been multiple reports about Jalen Hurts not receiving support from the organization. Zach Berman was on earlier this morning with Kincade and Salciunas and said Hurts has the support from Jeffrey Lurie. You can listen to the full interview on our YouTube channel or the Fanatic app. And the Phillies and the Marlins are underway as the Phils look to sweep the Fish, and Portugal is out to an early 1-0 lead in the first of 4 games on today's schedule for the World Cup. This update is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease and research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at crohnscolitisfoundation.org. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the 76ers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
The Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with "sorry Philly fans," like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
The San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out. They went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if they're...
All right, we're back. It is Middays with Marks. The Mark Sharp Race Duts. Negative Nate's in the back. Shukri Wrights is doing a great job. As Bill and Ray, the Bill and Ray Show, coming up next.
Hey, Ray.
But that. All right, Danny Briere on the morning show. I know when is your NHL mock draft 2.0 coming out?
I think the editor is going to put it out next Friday.
Did you write it already, or you're still
working on piecemealing it together?
Piecemeal. So the draft is coming up. It's the week after the NBA. It's the Friday after the NBA draft. Friday night's first round. I think it's Friday the 26th, and then the next day is the rest of the rounds. Now, they made a trade yesterday, got a backup goalie, gave up a third-round draft pick. Was that too much value to give up?
No, I didn't think so. I thought it was a good draft. A good draft. Still a lot of, as far as those pieces. Every name that was on that list, it was on that list for a reason.
All right. Well, so
it works, but it's going to need some work. Let's put it that way.
Danny Briere, a lot of people have talked about the Flyers have a lot of cap room. Potentially, could they make trades? There may not be anybody out there in free agency that's worth giving a lot of money to, but there's definitely been some talk about some trades. Here's Danny Briere talking about what the team can do this offseason.
As far as the salary cap situation, we've worked hard the last few years to set us up for this. Unfortunately, there's not a lot available on July 1st regarding unrestricted free agency, but there's a lot of players that are talked about, star players that are talked about as possible trades. So we're staying on top of that. If there's a chance to strike that makes sense, we're going to jump on that.
I mean, it seems like if the right moves there to be made, they'll do it. But because this is the thing that you can't do, and this is something that the Flyers, the Ed Snyder, and this is not a criticism necessarily of Ed Snyder, but he always wanted to make the big move because he wanted to win so bad. So it's like, all right, we have money to spend, let's go get this guy. We have money to spend, let's go trade for this guy. And Briere is being and Keith Jones being patient because they know that, hey, once you spend and you give stuff away or you sign, that money's now gone. You got to make sure you're picking the right guy. And at this point, there seem like that they're feeling a lot of pressure to make the big move to take the next step. I will say this, just be careful because if some of these young guys don't take that next step, you squeaked your way into the playoffs. You don't want. It's so important for sports fans like me that they follow up what they did last year. And, I mean, they really need to start next year off on a good note, just so I'm paying attention. But you need back-to-back playoff appearances. You need another series win next year. You need to start learning and growing about this team being in the playoffs again.
You need somebody that can help out the power play. You need some goal scorers to take care of the backup goalkeeper, so that's good. But as far as I'm concerned,
need better players. You need more talent.
Yeah, you just look at the haves and the have-nots in this league, and the teams that were in the conference finals, were the Flyers that far off from them? You had Colorado on the west side taking on Vegas. Just generally speaking, they didn't have the firepower to keep up with that type of team. So,
which is fine because this is year one of them making the playoffs, but now they know they need to add.
Correct.
And it doesn't seem like that they're going to just go out and get somebody.
Yeah.
Which is music to my ears.
And I also like the fact that they're, moving in at their own speed and doing it their way. Not saying, hey, we need to build our team like the Carolina Panthers or like Vegas or Colorado that are high flyers. No, we're going to do it the Flyer way. And Briere and Jonesy and, forgive me, the AGM, which I was not too up on, but he's a part of the whole process as well. He was out there talking about everything. So, those three minds putting it together, they have a scheme, and we got to trust them, John. They've made a lot of right moves. They've got it back on the tracks. So when it comes to the Flyers, I'm with you. Yeah, bring on the season. It'd be great if they get off to a good start. Is it the end-all, be-all? No, it's a long season, but it'll be here before we know it. It'd be great to have some Flyers hockey conversation early.
Yeah. What do you think Negative Nate thinks about that?
That's a good question. Negative Nate.
We'll have to get Negative Nate's take at some point. I don't know. I know this. Sometimes the big move isn't you can make moves and the big move is always looked at, but it's some of the other moves. So maybe Briere can make some progress there and help the team on the margins and things like that. You mentioned the power play. It killed him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I guess historically or for a long time now, it's been a weakness of the team. So
look, you go around the league and you look at some of these other teams that are searching, like even Vegas. They had to bring in a new coach. They're not bringing Torts back.
How about that?
Yeah, that was interesting. I think they got it right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got what you needed out of Torts. Thanks, John.
No, but it's actually a really smart move because he turned things around immediately and recognized that we'd be firing him before the end of the next season.
You don't want to get with that guy, though.
Apparently they how about this, Nuts? My hockey knowledge. They really like their AHL coach.
Ooh.
They see him as the guy that's the star of the future, but they didn't want to bring him up during, like, trying to just last gasp effort to try to get into the playoffs. They felt like Tortorella. Pay him a couple $100,000 to coach for a couple weeks.
Lavi's back in the mix.
He's in Los Angeles, right?
I think that's where he got
How many teams has Lavi coached?
There's like, honestly, there's 15 coaches and how many jobs? It's crazy. But, it is interesting because we just did witness the Stanley Cup Finals and how good the Hurricanes really were. So I know that that's like the bar and you want to judge yourself. But Briere and Jones here are just doing it at their pace. They're not getting too crazy. It would be great, though, John. You talk about excitement, things that are good for us here, being selfish. If they were able to get somebody that's a sniper, somebody that is a difference maker, somebody that could come in that you're banking on 25-plus goals, if not more, right? Like somebody that is going to help off the jump. Now, there's some big names. I look at a guy like Austin Matthews. I would love to make a trade for him, but it's easier said than done. I don't see a team like Toronto saying, we're gonna move off of this.
Unless you give them something really good. Michkov? No, I'm not saying for him, but Michkov is back next year for sure. Flyers haven't said, I'm saying, because I don't know if the value holds if he has another year like he had this year. Now, he was already skating. The season wasn't even just finished, and he's already working out for next year, which is a really, really good sign. Because the Flyers were pissed that he showed up out of state. Obviously, they talked about it for months.
They look great on Instagram.
That's a disgrace! That's a disgrace! What a joke! It's typical!
I don't know if we have any other Laviolette. What's the problem now?
What's the problem
That's the only one we
now?
have.
What's the problem now? But it may just not be labeled Laviolette,
yeah.
so you wouldn't be able to find him as easy. That was from the Winter Classic, Laviolette.
Yes.
All right, so Laviolette's coached 7 teams. Can you name them?
Nashville. Here we go.
I think I could do it.
All right. Nashville, Flyers.
Yep.
Carolina.
Yep.
Kings. Well, what's the problem now? I got 4. Peter Laviolette. What's the obvious one that I'm missing?
One was more – actually, I wouldn't have remembered this one. And then it was the last place he coached.
Did he go to St. Louis?
No, that was Berube.
All right, tell me the 3 I'm missing.
Rangers, Islanders, and the Caps.
Yeah, I should have known the Rangers. The Islanders and Caps did not speak to me at all. He's
a hockey coach, man. He's like all these other hockey coaches. Tortorella lasts a couple years, gets whacked.
He's like Dennis Green. How many jobs did Dennis Green have?
Not that many.
No?
I think it was just 2.
Just the 2? The Vikings and the Cardinals?
The coordinator and stuff.
Yeah. But I'm talking about head coach. Let her off the hook.
Yeah, it was. That's the best one. What's the problem now? Dennis Green was.
Yeah, only 2. That's a bad job by me. I thought you had a couple more. I used to always make the joke of the recycling bin of coaches.
All right, we have a voice memo. Do the voice memo on the snot sucker. Is that what you have up? Because Kevin from Delco texted me and said that they have the electronic snot sucker, which they do. You don't have the horsepower. The manual snot sucker is much stronger. We got the electric one. It didn't work. But go ahead.
Let's get to the news. Snot sucker. What are you going to do when you grow up, Johnny Marks? I want to be a snot sucker.
Yep. There you go. I'm just telling you. The electric one, because for me, like when the boys are all sitting around playing NHL 95 and someone's got to clear the bong, they look at one person, and it's me. I have really good lung power.
Just spit all over my face.
So the snot sucker for me is almost like now that I'm a parent and responsible.
A little throwback.
It's like clearing a bong.
That's great. That is great. Yeah, I'm not touching a snot sucker, but yeah.
But I'll touch a bong.
Damn right. Nothing wrong with that, man.
It's been another lifetime, bro. It's been a lifetime since those days.
Yeah. When's the last time you ripped a bong?
It's been a lifetime, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been 15 years at least.
Where do you even put one? If you're a grown-up, where do you put a bong?
You put flowers in it, leave it up on your... I love the flowers, Daddy. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's no.
My daughter asked me, why do you always go to the garage, Dad?
Oh, come on. just take a breather.
Yeah, just got to drag the trash out.
Coming up, YouTube chat recap. We have a couple voice memos as well coming up. All right, that's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Oh, Philly. Sean Brace here, and I want to see you this Saturday night, June 20th at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown for the Modelo Match Nights. Join me 6 to 8 p.m. as we catch all of the World Cup action. Enjoy match night atmospheres and raise an ice-cold Modelo with all the fellow fans. We got giveaways, prizes to hook you up. The Fanatic ground crew will be there, and as I said, ice-cold Modelos. Here's something cool. We're giving away an opportunity to win John Paul's ball. Google that. You can see it, why it's exclusive and everybody wants it. And you can enter to win an opportunity to win John Paul's balls this Saturday from June 20th, 6 to 8 p.m. I put the plural S on that by accident. So once again, at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown, Modelo Match Nights. For all the details of future Modelo Match Nights, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and The Fanatic.
Hall of Fame sports writer Jason Stark.
They're going to be shopping. I would think they'd be looking for this year's Harrison Baker. This time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that they just. It's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have like different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was like rolling the. Some people interpret it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air. After he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it. back. It is Middays with Marks. Unfiltered with Bill and Ray is coming up next.
Hey, Ray.
And I heard in their promo, and it should be pretty entertaining, when they worked together with Mike, Ray was the producer. Bill obviously is a Sirianni. If there was a Sirianni club, he'd be in Club Sirianni. Right? You AP'd on that show?
YouTube for that show.
YouTube on that
oh,
show?
yeah, when he would sing Sirianni Love. There was when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, Mike and Ray both had to sing it with Bill. It was a pretty entertaining show.
Because so he was firmly Nick Sirianni's guy, and Ray is kind of like Objective Club Hertz with Sirianni, I believe. So they're going to fight about that on the show today.
Ooh,
which should be pretty entertaining.
Love a good brawl.
Yeah, why not? All right, give us the voice memo. We'll get to the YouTube chat recap and more coming up. But we have a voice memo here on the Davis Honda text line. Go.
Good morning, Johnny Marks, my man Pots and Pans, Sean Brees, Mr. Ratzel, and you too, Rizzy Ray. But I heard Andy from Lambertville came up with a nice little nickname for Nate Tennyson, which was Big Ten. I like that. But it can only be one nickname king in town. And I'm thinking of going with the 10 Man for Nate. And you here, Jordan, I'm kind of stuck between either Harry Colangelo or Harry Stackhouse. Tell me what you guys think. And shout out to all my guys in the YouTube chat. Later.
Harry is great. Colangelo is great.
Yeah, that is good. Now, did he give his name? I apologize.
Zach in Northeast Philly?
That was good.
No, that's the Wood.
Oh,
that's that Woo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zach's the next one.
Okay.
Nice work.
Yeah, Harry Jordan's fine with me. Dutz doesn't get to pick his own nickname. Frankly, Nate's got to earn the nickname.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, what's the saying?
He does have a nickname.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's kind of what falls in that category, right?
What, for Nate? Is that what you're saying about Negative Nate?
I hate to do it.
So you're saying to get a nickname, official nickname. Well, he does.
He's
have
already got a nickname. He
Negative
should,
Nate.
Dude, he's a part of the show, but he's not. He's more invested in our text group than being on the air. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he just doesn't want to be on the air. Okay. Maybe it's on me that I'm reading it wrong. I just think
he's shy.
Well, it stinks because Nate has a theme song. He's got the Negative Nate. He's a part of the show. People shout him out.
He was in a podcast with Herb,
and he's actually producing me on Friday.
Your big soccer show that you have.
Big soccer show with Big Ten. Big Ten.
No, it's Negative. He already has a nickname.
Yes,
Stop.
yes,
We
you're
like
right.
the nickname.
You're
It's
right.
and it's already done.
Yes.
Negative Nate.
So
All right.
good.
Stop it. All right. Another voice memo. Davis on a text line. Go.
Dots. Now, I was saving it, but look, June 23rd, every year, it could be a whole segment, almost every year, big Flyers trades. It could be a whole segment on just literally just trades and what trade really broke you or what trade got you so excited when it happened. Zach from the Northeast checking in. Love you. Bye.
All right. What the hell is he talking about?
I think he's just trying to program the show.
No, but why the 23rd, June 23rd?
I must be missing something here. I don't know.
What is June 23rd?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a show. He wants to have the show where we talk about all the is it bad trades, good
It's a
trades?
Tuesday.
All right.
Not much going on a Tuesday, man.
All right.
It's actually National Pink Day, so we had a lot programmed around the color pink for that day.
And Pink, her music is going to play.
She actually, local girl. Did you know that?
Doylestown.
She might join us. She might fly in.
In studio?
She's really talented, though. Like, she
Pink?
is. Oh,
sure.
Good grief.
Yeah,
she gets up there and performs like on Broadway plays, but like, dude, it's Citizens Bank Park. You ever see those videos?
Yeah, she can get down.
Like the trapeze.
Yeah. Oh no, that the last time she was here, that whole thing was like a big production.
Like on a
She's
rocket.
a huge star. What's your go-to Pink song? Can you name any Pink songs? I could if I had a list.
Jeez.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. I don't know.
I'm coming up.
Better get your
the party started.
I'm coming up. I'm coming.
I can tell you who she's married.
Are they still married?
Yeah, Corey Hart. He's a motocross guy. Carey Hart.
Sunglasses at night guy? That's Corey Hart, former brewer, and he wears sunglasses at
No,
night.
Carey Hart. That's it, Carey Hart. He's married to Pink.
There's no way they're still married.
I promise you.
They are?
Yeah, look at
Okay, that is a high-profile couple.
He's shredded too, man. He's a motocross guy. You know, you got to be shredded to ride motocross.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because you can't. You would think that that's an easy thing to just ride around.
You're very athletic if
Oh,
you
yeah.
do motocross.
Yeah, because you're constantly on the.
I used to say the same thing about bowlers, and people would get on me about it. It's just like if it was that easy to be a bowler, then you'd be a bowler. Of course, they're athletes.
Terrible bowling.
But that's if you're a bowler, you're an athlete. Because if it was that easy to be a bowler, you would do it.
Yeah, like the way they spin the ball.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't do that.
I can't do it either.
And you tend to knock down more pins the harder you throw it.
I've heard that. Yeah, you got to work that wrist out quite a bit.
That's it.
All right, are we ready for the YouTube chat recap? That's what I got.
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in? Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Yep, I got
From Dunedame, Dutz looks like the kid at the counter of a golf course that says, "It ain't that deep, bro," when I ask about golf balls for purchase.
Dutz? Yeah.
I guess.
He looks young.
I would say
Not a big golfer.
I would say an ice cream counter. More
Yeah.
than looks like he works at a Cold Stone or something like that.
Scoops up in Conchi. There you go.
Scoops. Oh, an independent ice cream
that's
shop.
it. That's it. Shout out Scoops.
It's Scooptaville up by me.
Oh, Scoop.
Do you have a Kiwi by you?
No.
Kiwi's like a TCBY. It's a you choose from the different yogurt, then you put the stuff in there. You know what a TCBY is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Frozen. Yeah, frozen yogurt.
Frozen yogurt,
Yeah.
right. They're not around anymore.
I don't think so either.
I prefer the regular ice cream. All right, what's next?
From New Jersey, John needs one of Sean's throat missiles to clear that throat.
Yeah.
I do not. I need some. No, I need some of his lube.
What
that he has.
we are? Yeah, I'll keep that to myself.
From an Aquaflor. Yeah. I mean, and by the way, I'm not feeling like the throat doesn't feel better at the end of the show.
Uh-oh.
More fatigue in the throat.
Uh-oh.
So
Don't be getting sick on me.
no, I'm not getting sick. It's not. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have a cold. It's not seasonal allergies or anything like that. I don't know what it is. All right, what's next?
From Dawood, I'm trying to deliver the damn mail, and John, I sucking out mucus from everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I do. Sorry.
Yeah, the snot. What was it again?
Snot sucker.
Snot sucker.
When
there
your
you go.
2-year-old who doesn't know how to blow her nose, you need to clear the airway, and the only way to do it is to blow the nose, which they can't do, or to suck the snot. So you know what I do, and I take great pride in it because my wife can't do it, and she starts to gag.
Yeah, I don't.
So I get up there and I'm like, listen, and sometimes you have to hold the kids. You have to hold the kids because they don't want you to do it.
Yeah, that's true too.
And then it's just like,
My kid won't let him put the diaper on him. He's always turning and twisting.
So is
I had to put the leg on him like I was Hulk Hogan the one day. I'm holding him down with my leg like this. I got him, and I'm putting. Dude, it was ridiculous. This is what I'm doing.
Sean took a shower before Lane was crawling around. Sean had to take a shower, so he just put him in the tub.
I mean, it was a great spot. Now I can't put him in the tub because I'll tell you what, he would turn the water on. It would leak over the house.
Right.
He'd crawl out like it's just.
Weren't you concerned that he would like fall and hit his head? He wasn't crawling around, but he could still.
No, he wasn't moving that fast. Like he was able to just sit on his butt. And that was it.
All right. What's next?
From Neil Deaver, Reuben Frank should not be in the Objective Hertz Club. He belongs in Sean's club.
He might be. You know what? He might be in Club Hertz. And by the way, the dude has been to 2 Super Bowls and won a Super Bowl MVP. So God forbid there's people that are actually fans of the guy.
That's right.
I mean, geez. Let's not act like that there shouldn't be people that give him. I mean, if you want to give him unconditional support because of what he done, I have no problem with that. I really don't. Now, I can't do that. I can support and be supportive, but not be a sycophant like Sean and his crew. All right. Any more dots? All right, one more.
From JM, Dutz is a blue polo shirt away from trying to sell me a protection plan, an OtterBox case for my new Galaxy device.
I was just at Best Buy over the weekend. Thank you. That's the YouTube chat recap. Do we have more? Or?
You went to Best Buy.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I had to buy a new stove. So it's because it's like a mile from my house, it's easier. That's like, all right, if I don't see what I like there, then you go to the other places, Lowe's, Home Depot, or whatever.
Is that because the guys broke it?
Yeah, the guys
you
broke
brought it to your house?
Yeah, the repairman
Yep.
came over to repair the stove and broke the whole thing.
Not good.
Yeah.
You know what's not good? I haven't had a haircut in 25 years. My back of my neck is itchy. Ray didn't bring in the little the powder, little thing that gets your.
No, but he took a comb out of the blue liquid. Yeah, and he combed your hair. He combed the rat tail.
Come on, Ray.
Anyway, all right, there you go. That's the YouTube chat recap. Well, how does it feel? Is you gonna need to go home and shave the whole thing?
No, I definitely need a shower though. My neck is itchy.
Your neck's itchy?
Yeah.
How do you get? Is that just with the razor? Because you don't have you never have neck hair.
No, yeah, I just shave it all up.
My problem is that like when you have hair in the back, you can't just shave the neck hair because you don't want to get too close to your regular hairline. Then you chop that up.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So I'm getting my hair cut on Friday, but I need my hair's getting long. I'm ready to go full, not shave it bald.
No,
but I want to go short.
Okay,
like real short.
It's time for the season.
Well, it's the summer, man.
Yep.
I got to shave this beard. We get the picture. I look like Wolfman Jack with the beard, the white beard. So, all right, good job, Dutz. So Ray's out on Friday again. So he's back for one day. Are you in Friday?
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
No, Monday.
You're in Monday?
I don't know who's with you guys on Friday. Maybe Trish.
All right.
Maybe Robin, the Worm.
Nice.
Maybe. All right. Well, coming up next is out in for Ricky is Ray and Bill Colarulo, who I think is in the Ejective Club Hurts. I can't tell with him, though. He seemed to be on the outside looking in. Then he started following on Instagram. And make sure you're following Club Hurts on Instagram if you want to be a part of the club. All right, those guys are coming up next. We'll talk to you later. See you.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Big offseason ahead. I'm Brandon Dutz, and this update is brought to you by Morganstone Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morganstone Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. An important offseason lies ahead for the Flyers as they